popping, everybody? We missing one. Okay, I guess Poppington dropped off.
Poppington dropped off.
As soon as we go live, she dropped off. Dre, hit the link. Hit the link, Dre. Get on the live. Not get off, get on the live. Anyway, what's popping, everybody? Welcome back to Media Showdown. We don't have Goddess, so that's the best that I can do for y'all. It is Monday, and y'all know what happens on Mondays. Well, maybe you don't. But what we've decided to do is Monday, we're going to recap the weekend. And then Friday, we will recap the week. All right. So that is how Media Showdown is going to go. And, you know, I'm grateful for everybody who is tapping in and tuning in. Today we have Kristen, who is in her blonde ambition moment. Hello, girl.
MILF. That's what a MILF's supposed to look like.
Hey.
She's a bad little slip like a Barbie. Hips, lips, ass to the party.
Hello, motherfucker.
And then we have the Valentine diva, Selena, with the red. I love this red.
Do you know what I was called this weekend?
What?
I was called the Mexican Ariel. So they're calling me the Mexican
Ariel. Like that girl.
Oh my
That's
God. I'm like, I'm Ariel? Dope.
I definitely would agree with that. Yeah. And then me, I'm just here with my locks that I'm still thinking about.
No. Your locks are. I already told you your locks are looking fire. I'm loving them.
I don't want to cut them off. No. I miss my hair.
Oh, I like them.
Remember when you first did locks?
Yeah.
I wasn't the hugest fan of them. Like I was like, remember I was like, I like your other hair, but now that it's growing out,
it's do it every single day.
Huh?
I don't have to do my hair every day, but I do have to still maintain the hair. So you have to keep it moist, which is hard to do sometimes. And now that it's colored, it's definitely hard to do. You do have to get retwists and all types of stuff. So it's very high maintenance. I miss my hair where I could just throw some water on that, slap some mousse into it, and we've got curls and I can go. So I miss my hair sometimes. When you wash them, they're heavy. When they get wet, they're heavy. But like now they're not. They're very lightweight. But I just like the versatility of being able to switch up. So I kind of miss that. And no, I'm in Florida, so I will never want to put a wig on top of my locks ever, because that is just like putting a skull, a net, one of those woven caps on my head in 1,000-degree weather. Okay, I will pull it off. I've done it before when I just had hair in a wig. I will pull it off.
You're gonna pull the Karlissa.
I don't give a damn who I'm in front of, where I'm at. If my head gets hot, it's coming off. Okay. Yeah. But so while we wait to see who is going to pop in, because Dre is not popping in, but we know that Dre will be here at some point in time, because Dre cannot resist dragging Karlissa, and we know that.
Yep. And Bobby should be on too, wherever she's at.
She's probably watching a lurker page, and she's probably like, see, this is why I don't like her. Because, you know, she blocked me off of Faith's page, which is crazy because I've never talked crazy to Faith. I've never, you know, said anything to her. I get on there, I watch, you know, I support. I don't say nothing. Faith has never given me a reason to drag her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't talk about the baby. She doesn't do any of that stuff that Karlissa has done in the past that pisses all of us off. But she blocked me off of her sister's page. That means you actually went. But that means she went looking for me in her followers. She went looking through her followers to block people. And I'm like, this is not even your page.
I think it's funny. You're so pressed that you go to your sister's page and literally find the person to block them. That's classic. I don't follow Faith, lady, so don't worry about blocking me because I don't care. Don't care. But I still don't like you.
She's not supposed to flip out. She's not supposed to cuss. She's not supposed to do any of that because it's her church page. Mm-hmm. So Faith watches her like a hawk unless she sneaks on there.
But so and we're going to disrespect Faith. We got nothing against her.
Well, Faith, guess what? She's on your page blocking people, Faith. There, I said it.
I don't like her. Karlissa was God. I don't like her.
Team Karletta. Team Nikki.
Yeah, Team Karletta.
Team Karletta, Team Nikki,
All day.
Team Mama, Grandma Blue.
Okay, we listen, we're over
Like
there
that.
with it.
We are.
What is this?
Poppington?
Oh no, Poppington is here, but
Hi,
Jiggy
Poppington.
posted some stuff. Like I came on Instagram to pull up our page, but shout out to Honey with Tea.
Okay, well, let's see it because I haven't seen it.
I'm
I want to
pulling
talk.
it up right now.
It's Monday.
I've missed a lot. I've missed a lot. Okay, so can y'all see that? Can I zoom in?
No.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Can you see it now? Okay, so apparently this says that Jiggy's upset about her friend getting closer to her ex Blueface and his family. And she says sleeping with the roaches and sharing $5 at McDonald's, being there for somebody through everything, and they flip and do everything y'all talked about doing with each other with your ex and his family. Why does your whole family revolve around my ex? And y'all ain't saying ish because y'all want a piece of the fame and clout too. I'm gonna get out my feelings. It just hurts when we was just sitting at your mama house on the east side and less than a year ago talking about getting rich with each other. Wait a minute. But I thought Sadie and Jiggy made up.
They did. She was at Jiggy's what was it, gender reveal?
Right. But
and she
according
even had, like,
to this, according to this, you see Jiggy at the top. This is her post. And then you see Jaydin and Sadie at the bottom. And we know that Jiggy is Jaydin and Blueface's ex. And
You remember when Jiggy made that post talking about Sadie wasn't the godmom, it was somebody else, and she was throwing shade to her though.
I don't know.
Yes.
This is crazy.
She did. She made like godmoms, and it was Sadie and another woman, and then the next day, a couple days later, she's talking about there's only one godmother, and it was not Sadie. So something's up.
Oh yeah. You guys are right, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm being a bad person. I did not send the link over to the snipers. My bad, snipers. I'm usually really good with that, and y'all know it, but I did not send it over to y'all. So please charge it to my head and not my heart. Y'all know I love my snipers down, boy. They be snipping and sniping. They be getting y'all out of here. I look through my block list and I'm like, damn. And it just be growing. Like it's still growing to this day. Now I did see some people that were like, "Oh, Henny, you blocked me." I'm like, "No, I didn't," but I see what they're talking about. They were blocked on YouTube, so I don't know what y'all was doing over here on YouTube to get sniped, but you got snipped. Anyway, this caught my attention because I'm just like, "Whoa!" But
who's got roaches?
Who? Right? It's the roaches for me.
It is the roaches. That is something. Come on, Jiggy. Let's get some more info here.
And does she consider Blue the ex or Jaydin the ex?
Right.
But what part of them is the roaches?
The roaches
sleeping with the roaches and sharing $5 at McDonald's. Who's the roach? But now this makes me question, because remember, Jaydin did a little, okay, she was attempting to throw shade with the Bad Baby song, which, by the way, she did not know all of the lyrics to. But, no shade. I'm just being honest. She didn't know the lyrics.
She didn't even know all the lyrics to her song, but okay.
Maybe karaoke for her at this point.
But people were saying that she was throwing shade at Chrisean with that.
I thought it was Sadie.
But now, is it Jiggy?
At this point, the list is growing on who it could be.
Listen, I don't know, and I don't know what story produced or not. So I guess we're gonna have to sit back and we're gonna have to see where this is going to lead us to, because I think this is only the beginning. But it's crazy because all of this time, and now they're just now starting to feud openly, because when all of this first happened, There wasn't any feuding going on between Jaydin and between Jaydin, Jiggy, and Sadie. Not that I saw, not that I recall. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, Jaden and Sadie were the bitter baby mama group, so and Jiggy, I don't know what she was doing, so.
Well, let's just mosey on over to where we're supposed to be. Navigating to. So that we can go through the weekend of content. Because that, like I said, when I got on to Instagram, that was what I saw, and I was just like, huh? Wait a minute, Dre, is that what you were talking about? Dre is not up here, and Dre, you're supposed to be here.
But Dre
Maybe
did
it's
say
the medicine.
something.
Maybe it's the medicine. Y'all know Dre and his medicine.
Give him a minute. He'll be here soon. And we're just going to go on a whole tangent with Dre. That's what we should call it. Tangents with Dre.
Hey, he gets his own segment, okay? He gets his
Spirals
own
with Dre.
segment. Okay, so let me get to... I do think that we should talk about this because I am going to cover this over on Hennessy Reviews. So we're going to go ahead. Where are y'all? Oh, y'all are right here. Okay. I got so many freaking windows open. It's not even funny. All right. So boom. We're going to start this out with a little spice, a little something. And this goes perfectly because we're also going to talk about the new Diddy lawsuit that came out. It's not really new, but it's new because it's the latest one that came out. So apparently Stevie J is going to be sitting down with DJ Vlad. Now I did see that some of it has already started coming out, but for me, it's like, Stevie, give it up because you're really trying to like hold on to this Diddy is innocent narrative, and the people are not buying it. Are y'all buying it? Because I'm not buying it.
I thought he was in hiding.
That's what it seemed like.
I think he's one of their main witnesses.
For which side? For Diddy?
No, for the prosecution, and he's trying to cover it up. I think he's going to be a CS2 or
but
CS1.
if he was an interview, wouldn't he need to? I mean, if he was a witness, wouldn't he need to be quiet?
Well, everybody that tells, they go to Vlad, so.
Exactly. Like, you're going to Vlad, that's like going to the newspaper.
Yeah, but you don't have
everyone goes to Vlad to talk.
You don't have to say that much because, from my understanding, isn't Gene a witness in one of the cases, and Gene still be talking. So I guess you can't talk about.
I don't know.
I heard that Gene might be called, but I don't know because even with Gene Deal, there's like a feud with him and Choke No Joke, which, oh my God, I have so much to talk about over on Hennessy Reviews about this. But we're going to talk a little bit about it because there's a feud between Choke No Joke and Gene Deal that has been going on, which is crazy to me because at one point in time, Choke No Joke was quoting Gene Deal, and everything was cool. But Choke No Joke is over there trying to make it seem like Diddy is going down for only one female. And that's not even it. Diddy's going down for the prostitutes that he was crossing state lines with. That's where the sex trafficking comes in from.
Not for nothing, Choke No Joke is not a credible source. Like, over the years, he's been back and forth. He straddles the fence about a lot of things, and he done talked about all these people, Jay-Z, Diddy, everything.
You caught that?
Wow. Alexa, play Pony by Genuine. And welcome to me.
Selena, I was drinking my water.
I know, I saw.
Poppington, did you catch that or no? Did you miss what I said?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said he straddles more than that. And you were just talking. Selena caught it.
I said, Alexa, play Pony.
Okay, continue, Poppington. My apologies.
No, it's okay. Yeah, a lot of people in the industry don't even like Choke No Joke. Like he's done said things and did things that is very questionable. I just think that he started getting that gene so he could get his views up. Because before he started getting that gene, his views was down, and now all of a sudden his views is up. So I don't
That's
know.
true. But you know what? I also noticed, and no offense to Cam Capone. Shout out to Cam Capone because he does his thing over there on his channel, and I do watch him and I enjoy his content. But I haven't seen Choke No Joke on Vlad.
I don't think him and Vlad. I think he was part of the if you don't apologize to Farrakhan, I'm never coming on your show thing with Vlad. Because remember a lot of people like Lord Jamal and Godfrey and all them. Vlad never apologized for saying that Minister Farrakhan was an anti-Jew person. So they said they wasn't going on there. And I think Choke No Joke was one of those people that said that. So
I can understand the other people, but when you put Minister Farrakhan and Choke No Joke together,
it doesn't go.
It kind of doesn't go.
Doesn't go
at all.
I just think we don't. Yeah, I just think we don't really know who the witnesses are going to be. There's been like everything's speculation, so who knows who's what at this point.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised though if Gene did get called because he was a bodyguard for Diddy for a very long time. Well, not a very long time, but in the early stages, he was there. Like he was there when everything happened at the college. He vouched for the Christopher Williams story that we heard come from Jaguar. Which by the way, Jaguar has been she's still been making her noise, but she's been quiet.
Ever since Trump gave her that damn award, huh?
Yeah.
She went
every day.
Trump knows how to
Okay, wait, what happened?
I said she just been on YouTube.
Yeah, but she's been really good.
Yeah, ever since she got that freedom, what was it? Some freedom of something award. She probably like, Trump on my radar. Let me chill out because that's a different kind of animal.
Yeah. Well,
Bruce or something. I don't know. It was a snitch award. That's all I know.
I think it's more of a protection, honestly, because a lot of the things that Jaguar went through, like, being blackballed, being chased, being a lot of the stuff that she went through was at the hands of the industry. And I think her getting this award from Trump is like a protection. Oh, Poppington, you popped out. I thought you just was quiet. My bad. Dre is here, y'all. But I think that gave her some level of protection. You know what I'm saying? Like now y'all really can't F with her. And now she really doesn't have any reason to speak. Like I think that might be one of the stipulations. Like, listen, I'm going to give you these protections, but you got to stop running your mouth.
I could see that.
But we are going to review some of this. As y'all can see, there are 3 parts to CVJ. Stevie. And we're gonna review them over on Hennessy Review. But yeah, so Vlad and Stevie sat down. And I think he's like lightweight going into this because we know that it's going to get real interesting. Okay.
It's a Stevie J.
I have to say his name like Jocelyn. I'm sorry. Stevie.
Stevie, you not send me back to the strip club, Stevie, because every time you get mad at me, Stevie, you say you're gonna send me back to the strip club, and I'm not going, Stevie. I'm going to the cabaret.
Never forget. I don't think anybody can ever forget that. That's still that's history right there.
Basically. So we're gonna go from one conspiracy to the next. Angie Stone passed away, you guys. At 63 years old. Angie Stone passed away after doing a performance in Montgomery, Alabama. Her sprinter got into a car accident But a lot of people have been spiraling. Their tinfoil koofies are on. I am one of them. However, I have decided that I did not want to go down that rabbit hole just yet. And if and we do, I do not feel that it is something that should be done on this platform or on Instagram. I feel like that's something I need to go to Patreon with. So yeah, because it's uncensored over there. But Angie Stone had a YouTube channel that she was speaking out on, and she was speaking out about a lot of the stuff that was going on in the industry. One of the things that she mentioned was how she was owed millions of dollars. And so we've seen this happen before, right? Where artists start speaking out about injustices, and then all of a sudden something happens to them, or artists start speaking about turning their life back over to God, and all of a sudden something happens to them. Now, I'm not saying that that's exactly what happened here, but what I'm saying is this all too familiar coincidence is something that people are starting to hone in on. And I mean, as soon as I saw it, that was the first thing that came to my mind. But I was like, let me be respectful to the family, right? And let me go ahead and post, condolences to them and all of that. Let me make a respectful post about her and keep my thoughts to myself. But by the time that night hit, I was starting to see the videos pop up on YouTube, and I'm just like, oh, bro, I'm not going down that road over here. I'd rather do that over on Patreon if I'm going to do it. But we could actually deep dive through some of her old videos from off of her YouTube if you guys want. So y'all just let me know. But what do you guys think about this?
Well, I saw the post.
What happened, Poppington?
I was saying I saw the video when she was talking about her record label. And not for nothing, she said, if anything happens to me.
Wait a minute. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying. If anything happens to you.
If anything happens to me, y'all know why. She said that. That was the last post she made about the record label. And then 2 months later, this happened. So, my tinfoil kufi is all the way tight right now.
Yeah.
Because look at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson said Tommy Mottola was the devil. And then a year later, boom, Prince wanted his royalties. A couple months later, boom. So.
Yeah,
left eye is awful face.
Huh?
Left eye. That's what it gives to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, and that's what I said. It's an all too familiar coincidence that's been happening with celebrities where they start speaking out about certain things, and then all of a sudden a tragedy happens. And I remember watching Hidden Colors, and Poppington, I know you know what I'm about to say. They were talking about this, about how random accidents happen, and even though they were talking about like the harvesting of certain things, I don't want to go too deep into that. But even though they were talking about that, it's very coincidental how accidents just happen. Things just seem like random acts that are actually orchestrated. Now, I don't know. Have we heard anything about the truck driver or the driver of the Sprinter? Wasn't it a truck? It was a truck that she had an accident with, right?
She was in a Sprinter.
Right. She was in a Sprinter, but was it a truck?
It was an 18-wheeler, like a big rig.
Yeah. So have we heard anything about the driver of the rig or the Sprinter driver or any of that?
I heard he was fine. He wasn't nothing wrong really with his big rig, Her car got out of damage.
Except for her.
Wait, one mic, y'all. Wait, what happened?
I said everybody was fine except for her.
Yeah, she was the only one.
Well, did they do any drug testing or, because normally when stuff like that happens, they test them for drugs. They test their alcohol levels. Like, do we know if any of that stuff has happened?
No, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. No, like I'm from Alabama, and I'm gonna tell you in Montgomery, anywhere around here, it's gonna take weeks before they do anything like that, and that's just how it is around here. Everything's slow.
But I wonder if the family will get something done independently, because if it was me, I would be, especially knowing my mom, is Angie Stone. Like, it's tragic. It's horrible. I can't. So sad to hear that. I love her. So, and it's just when you have things like this happen where there's discussions, things are being put out there, and then all of a sudden the individual dies, like it makes you have these big question marks. Like, why all of a sudden when someone's opening their mouth? And it always happens like that. It's just really weird. But
well, you know what else is really weird that happened, but I didn't post it on Hennessy Reviews, and we didn't post it over on Straight Henny Media either, is Gene Hackman.
Yes, I was about to say that. Like, that makes me think of that. And to be honest, what's really weird about him is the dog. That's what got me thinking.
Weird.
Yeah, because they found their dog unalived in a closet. And that's what got me thinking something suspicious.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what also
real weird.
Me? The wife was on the verge of mummified. Like, that means she's been dead for quite some time. Like, it just doesn't seem right.
But that's they were saying that was what the heater was used for. That they said a lot of stuff was moved in the house. The heater was one of the things that when they found it by her head, but it was plugged in and it was on. And from what they were saying in the news, that people use that to like speed up the decaying and mummifying process to get rid of evidence. So that was like foul play too in my mind. Because at first when I heard it, I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's like carbon dioxide. You know, Gene Hackman is 92. It could have been, you know, he could have passed and she got mad and then took her pills. But then when they were saying like, well, you know, it looked like she fell while she was taking her pills and the pills spilled. She didn't have them in her system. And then the dog and then the heater. It's like, what is going on?
I honestly wonder if it's the opposite. I'm wondering if something happened with her. She passed. He's in his late 90s, possibly senile, and he was living there with this body, like not telling anybody or dealing with it. So, I mean, obviously with some autopsies, things will come to light if there was anything internal, but I honestly think it's more like either something foul, if he can't come with that, or if there's a difference in the time of the deaths of the bodies when they were actually reviewed, then I think it really was him.
But probably could have been that, and maybe he put the dog in the closet because the dog was trying to, you know, he's a dog.
Get to the body.
Yeah. So I mean, that could be possible. I mean, there's a whole lot of possibilities. There's a lot of questions without answers. I don't know what he was into, because also with that, if it was something that was strange, it's gonna be buried. So we're not gonna find out that it was strange. It would have to be things that get leaked out to the public. But I did want to pay attention to Mama Zay's comment, because we know Mama Zay is one of our female truckers. Go Mama Zay. Okay. She said not the driver of the truck. He would have been tested immediately and inspected. So that's what I was saying. Like, what about the driver? I mean, he just got fired, but what else happened? Because normally with this there should be more. So I'm gonna put my ears to the ground. You guys put y'all ears to the ground as well, and let's see what we hear and keep up with this story, because I do feel like, you know, this was a tragedy that happened. Someone said in the comments that they heard she didn't have her seatbelt on. That is also a possibility. But normally when people get into some type of something with an 18-wheeler, you know, there's more tragedy, and I'm trying to be careful what I say, because I'm not saying that that's what I want to happen or that should happen or any of that. But normally when people have accidents with 18-wheelers, it's worse than what it was. So I don't know all of the specifics of everything that happened, how fast they were going, what were the circumstances of the accident. Someone said that there was someone, Miss Pammy said that someone that was with her was in a hospital. But what's also strange is that Angie had said months ago that she had became sick with like this mysteriously came sick with some blood disease that she had. So it's a lot of things. And for those of us who wear tinfoil koofies, all of this adds up to a conspiracy theory.
Very much so. They said that flipped over 3 times too. So in my mind, I'm like, for it to flip over 3 times and that was the only tragedy, that was weird too.
Yeah.
Before we move on, can we do a shout out to Miss Pammy? It's her birthday today.
It's whose birthday? It's Miss Pammy's birthday.
Pammy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Pammy. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Miss Pammy.
I'm not singing.
I'm not good at singing, but I do it. I will do it for you guys. So what else can we talk about before we start getting into the circus acts? Okay, we can talk about Kiki. So it looks like our girl Kiki is making a full recovery. Okay, because Kiki's been a busy girl. Okay, now right. Kiki is in the studio. Kiki was doing photo shoots. She was supporting one of her friends. I don't know if that's her man or not, but she was supporting someone up at No Jumper. She has been getting around since her knee brace came off, and she's been working through physical therapy. It looks like Kiki is going to definitely be back to doing a lot of what she was doing before. I believe I saw her doing somebody's hair as well. So shout out to Kiki. Kiki, keep going. You know, if you don't remember, Kiki is Chrisean's friend who was hit really hard during the football game, and she her ACL was messed up, right? It was her ACL. And she had to have surgery done on her knee. Yeah. And, you know, she has been making a full recovery since then. Goddess is in
Media Showdown.
Woo! It's officially Media Showdown now. We have everyone on the stage today. Yes, I love it when it's a full house. But Kiki, keep going. We are going to keep rooting for you as always. I love a good comeback story, especially when, you know, and no shade to anybody, but it seemed like Kiki was targeted because let's be honest, she was the littlest thing on that field, but she was the fastest and she was juking everybody. Like she was really doing her thing on that field. So I feel like that was like a strategy, like maybe not to take her out with her knee, but definitely take her down for the rest of the game.
From a person that tore their ACL, my surgeon said the only way you can literally tear your ACL is the way you plant your foot in the ground. It's the way we plant our foot in the ground. And our body goes one way and your leg goes another way. And it's a freak accident and it happens to a lot of people. And yeah, that's what happened. I tore mine before they had to go on my knee and do a repair, and I didn't want the pins, so they used tissue. So,
well, see, that's why I said I'm not saying that it was done purposefully to hurt her, but I do believe that the hit was made for her to get out the game because she was hit really hard.
Yes.
I was there. They were all up on her. She was getting hit and dirty hits like through that game. So they wanted to take her down.
Oh, so they probably took her leg from underneath her. They took her leg from underneath her and her other leg the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was, to me, that was dirty. Because it wasn't the only time that they got her good, you know, but that one was definitely the worst.
Yeah, because I tore mine playing football before. My leg got took from underneath. One leg went one way and the other leg went the other way. It's the worst pain in the world. But shout out to you, Kiki.
Wait, y'all! Happy birthday, Miss Pammy! Happy birthday, Miss Pammy!
So behind.
I just got here.
You should sing. I think you should sing.
Yes, you should sing "Happy Birthday" to Miss Pammy.
You were late.
Go ahead.
Sing a song, girl.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Pammy. Happy birthday to you.
Say it.
Okay. I felt like I was in another country.
I am multi-talented and multifaceted. I don't think that's is that the word? Y'all know what I mean.
We know. All right, y'all. So it's about that time. You know, this is probably Dre's. Okay, so let's start light. Oh, no. We missed one. Because I definitely want to talk about Lizzo.
Hold on, let me show the fit then. Let me give you the fit details because you already know. I'm in that giddy. You already know I'm in that motherfucking giddy, hoe. I'm in that giddy, bitch.
Like when she becomes SZA. I'm just kidding.
Hold
on. Okay. Congratulations. Let's start off there. Congratulations to Lizzo on her weight loss and transformation. But I have a problem.
I do too.
And it may be an unpopular opinion. I'm not going to go with the route that I saw other people going with, her and that post that she made that time when she was looking at herself as a heavier set woman. And she's like, bye, bitch. I'm not saying that she betrayed the BBWs. What I'm going to say is she displayed self-hate. After being a spokesperson for being confident as a BBW, for empowering BBWs, to then turn to your heavier self when you were in that state of displaying self-confidence and empowering a lot of women to embrace, that they're a heavier set woman. You turn to that same image that was an image for many for confidence and you curse it. So for me, it's giving a mixed message. And I have an issue with that because there are a lot of young ladies who looked up to Lizzo, Apple Juice being one of them. Apple Juice was one of, she was a heavier set child. So when she gained weight at one point, she was feeling very down because she was the big girl in the class. And, it didn't matter. It was, I guess, a form of genetics. My mom was a big girl when she was little. I was not. I was skinny like this. And then, I filled out. And now in my older age, I've gained weight because of multiple different things. But again, to go back to the original point is my child personally was looking up to Lizzo. Because Lizzo was showing confidence as a big girl. And that was something that she needed. And it boosted her to where you couldn't tell her that she was not the ish. And I love that for her, to the point where she made me start feeling, self-confident about myself, telling me how beautiful I was and all of that when I started gaining my weight. So what kind of message is this that you're sending out? Now, Apple Juice has, since the weight has fallen off of her, she is going through puberty and all of that weight has slimmed her down, has slimmed off of her. But what do you say to those young girls who are looking at this and getting a mixed message like, well, hold on, Lizzo, that's how I was feeling about myself when I was bigger. And I'm still there. And that's what you're saying to this image. They don't know this face to be the face of confidence for them. So that's my issue. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too deep on it. Maybe I went Drake deep on y'all. But yeah, that's my feeling.
I agree with you. I feel like she was the spokesperson for, the biggest that she had a lot of confidence. She was showing girls to be confident. Even that whole debacle with her wearing that thing to the game, like everybody was on her. But I was like, man, if she feel comfortable, let her show what she want to show. Like I was into it. Like I'm into her being, confident. You got to be confident. But now I feel like, was that just a facade? Do you really self-hatred? Like, is it really self-hate? And you was just putting on a facade to capture that audience to make yourself go up? Because it seemed like the moment she went up and had enough money to lose that weight, now she's losing. Like, it's like, oh, forget that old person. I could be a new person. But I agree with you. All these little girls that was looking up to her, what is that saying to them? To me, that's exuding self-hate in them too. Like, well, she didn't want to be big anymore, so I don't want to be big anymore. Like, it is a mixed message. So I actually agree with you on that one.
I don't know about that.
Like she was bullied. Like just reading some of the comments, like people were talking so bad and like laughing about the fact that, oh, we bullied her into losing all that weight. And I feel like that's a lot of what it was. Like she just succumbed to it. I mean, you might think of people you see every day, might wonder what they are thinking, but imagine millions of people, having to wonder what they're all thinking. I couldn't do it. So I don't know.
Yeah. She went through a lot of times where people were bullying and saying a lot about her, and she would go through mental health episodes that were shown online. She put a lot of posts up, where she wasn't happy with herself, where she was making statements that were concerning. So I think that, again, a lot of the bullying and speaking about her size pushed her to this point where she decided to, make changes to herself. Now, let's be honest, if we all had the money that Lizzo had, we'd be working our butt off too with the trainer. We'd be having someone make our food for us too. So she, I think that at that point when she was heavy, she was okay with herself. I'm not saying she loved herself fully, because A lot of times not everyone does, but they accept who they are. And I think she was accepting of who she was at that time. But with the work that she's been putting out, I'm looking at this video as it continues to flash, and she has a genuine happiness about her. She seems light. I think she's feeling herself, and I'm happy for her if that's how she feels. Because, and it's just sad that we're in the state of the world where people can bully you and make statements and call you fat and call you everything and mean things all over the internet, and it scars you. So she looks good. She looks great. I'm happy that she did this for herself. You know, she looks happy. It just sucks that people are mean and made her do this. But I doubt she would ever tell someone that's heavy and the young girls to say that, you know, you don't look good. It's just
that,
she
yeah,
got
I
bullied
get
into
it.
this.
And before anything gets twisted up, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she doesn't look good. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve to put herself into a healthier weight range. We don't know what her health issues were. I do remember her saying that she was healthy, but we don't know if that's truly the fact or not. That bullying probably did push her to lose weight. But my thing is, when you become a spokesperson for something, like you're the BBW that is telling us other BBWs to be confident, to embrace the skin that we're in. And then you turn to that very same face that's been the face of that confidence and you call it a bitch in such an evil, snarky kind of way. Cause that was like, bye, bitch. No. Like that message, that right there, that part of it, I don't have any issue with. Lizzo looks all the way good. Okay, she does look more confident. She is giving you a different type of energy, a different type of vibe, because she's feeling good about herself, for real, feeling good about herself. But now what do you do with that?
Well, from a person that used to weigh 387, it's mental. That's mental for her. I don't think that looking at Lizzo, I didn't think she mentally accepted who she was and really embraced being a big girl. Because no matter how much weight you lose, from a person that used to be 387, like me, I lost 100 and some pounds in a year. So I still had that fat person mindset. Like, I'm not trying to go back to what I used to be. Even now, I'm not trying to go back to what I used to be. But that, for me, it's a thing with me. Like, I wasn't comfortable with that size. I wasn't comfortable with where I was, or where I'm trying to get somewhere. But I didn't shame other people. The only people that I had shamed was people that went and got surgery and didn't do it the correct way, which is get out there and work it off. I don't know what health problems certain people have, but for you to have surgery and go back out there and get big all over again, it was pointless. But in Lizzo's case, I just feel like she's just body shaming, because she used to be big and she knows she's small now, so she knows she can do it. So it's like, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
Thank you. You touched on exactly, because it's not about her losing weight. It's not about any of that. It's about the fact that you portrayed something that you have now cursed. Like, still continue to be an inspiration for people. Like, I don't know how she lost the weight. I've heard surgery. I've heard Ozempic. I've heard she had the gastric. I've heard many different things, but I've never actually heard her say anything. Me personally, I've never heard her address how she lost her weight. I know that she was exercising. I know she was eating a vegan diet. Those things do take time. And if you think about when she was eating her vegan diet, she was losing weight then. So we don't know if that's how she continued to lose the weight or what, because Lizzo also wasn't very out in the open in public. She did her Yitty thing and she's still promoting her brand. I just feel like that part right there for me is something that gives a bit of a mixed message. Like, continue to be and do what you're doing. Continue to get, if this is the size that you wanted to achieve, then I am so like happy for you. If you want to get smaller, get smaller. Like, my thing is, be comfortable in whatever skin you're in, but don't turn into, like Dre just said, don't turn into those people who ridicule you.
Don't be Rolly. That's what Dre
said. Janice said,
girl.
Well, Janice mentioned, just like the girl who sued Lyft, They naked now, doing OnlyFans. We have to stop calling that confidence. It's attention seeking. Well, here's the difference between the girl from Lyft and Lizzo. Lizzo was actually doing things to help girls who were BBWs feel more confident about themselves. She had a whole show that me and my daughter sat and watched where she was looking for BBW women to go on tour with her for her tour. And that's something that people don't normally look for. They normally look for the skinnier females to be the backup dancers. She was doing a lot. You know, her whole clothing line, Yitty, was based around BBW as well. So when I talk about Lizzo and I talk about the Lyft girl, those are two different things. What I will say about the Lyft girl is, yes, there's somebody out there that likes that. There are men that like plus size BBW women. A lot of people do not. If we're going to talk about that, I'm going to be honest. And if I get flack, then I get flack. I feel like that girl felt entitled. Okay. You knew, even if you got in that man's little Honda Accord and you've been in Honda Accords before, there are such things as shocks and struts in a car. Okay.
I was going to say something because I know look, like I said, I used to be 387. I had fat friends, and we tried to ride to McDonald's together. And you just heard Rick. I said, what is that? I said, get out the car. And then it just went. I said, wait, now it's going faster. I said, wait, you get out the car. And it just went pop. And then my tire was flat. I said, oh, hell no. Now we got to walk. We got to do something we don't want to do.
Right.
We got to be healthy.
Yes.
We just got to call it medicine. Now we want to be healthy. Now we got to be healthy and walk. Now our legs go itch. Our knees go
itch. I'm going to McDonald's. How healthy are y'all trying to be?
Exactly.
Yes, we were trying to walk. Yes, we was having. I was walking fast too because it was summer. Ain't nothing like big people trying to sit in little cars. You know, you too big to be sitting in somebody's little car. I'm a big person. I could say this. Okay, take it from a big person. Don't you go get your nobody car. That costs money. You ain't in for paying for no struts, no shocks, no brakes, no tires.
Hold on, Uniquely. Wait a minute. Uniquely, you are not going to spread that false narrative that Oreos are vegan. Oreos are not vegan, okay?
They are.
No, they're not.
You got to put them in the oven.
That is not vegan. Stop it.
It is, and I made me like last night. I made me something healthy, and everybody gonna say that's not a healthy snack. It was.
What did you make, Dre?
I got me 2 of the little mini size pound cakes.
Stop.
Stop. I don't trust anything that you cook, Dre. Shrimp meatloaf was it for me.
Shrimp meatloaf was great.
Wait a minute. How was it? No. Wait a minute. We never got to see the shrimp meatloaf, Dre.
I want to see it.
Because it was nasty.
Meatloaf was great. I didn't put the red paste on there because that didn't go well with the shrimp. I was thinking about the shrimp.
So it was baked shrimp.
Baked shrimp is great. You gotta try it. Put it in there with some bacon, a burger, and some shrimp, and you will have you a bang out of life. Everybody go, if you got it now, go in the kitchen, get you some bacon, a burger, and some shrimp, and put it in the oven. And you watch you get
a po' boy. That's what he had, a po' boy.
I bet you won't go to another restaurant out there in your black.
I bet you're going to be laid up with a headache from your blood pressure being so damn high. You better not listen to Dre. Yeah. Dre be on his medicine, y'all. Do not listen to Dre.
Yeah, that's munchy recipe.
Exactly. You know what it is? I'm going to tell you what you did, Dre. You had too much medicine. It was probably towards the end of the day where you done consumed a lot of medicine throughout the day. Mm-hmm. And you looked in that refrigerator. You said,
Yeah.
We got shrimp, we got hamburger, and we got bacon. What can I put together with shrimp, hamburger, and bacon? Ooh, I'm gonna make me a meatloaf.
Yeah, with some bacon.
That's exactly how that went. Do not listen to Dre.
It was delicious. It was the best. Don't forget your onions. And
how high were you?
The same thing that made him want to cook that. The same thing that made him see aliens is the same thing that made him want to cook.
They made him see aliens and go deaf. Remember?
That was the first time I ever tried my medicine. I've seen things. Okay, listen, that was when purple was purple. It's not purple no more.
Peaches said Dre will give us salmonella.
It ain't salmonella. I promise. It ain't salmonella. And then last night, hold on. So I told everybody I was gonna be healthy. So I got my 2 little mini-sized pound cakes. They was the mini size. Okay, that was the healthy part. Hello. But I got.
But you had 2. That equals a regular size. When you get 2 mini pound cakes, that's a regular size pound cake.
That's one. So instead of having 2 regular size pound cakes, I had 1 regular size pound cake. See, and then I sliced it in half and sliced up me some strawberries and with some whipped cream, and I had my grapes on the side.
Grapes.
And I don't know and I don't know why I wanted a Mike Hart to go with that. I said, somebody has to be pregnant. I don't want to claim that, but somebody has to be pregnant.
Let's hope not, because you building a softball team at this point.
Okay.
Look, I was look. I was eyeing somebody last night. I was on live with.
Hey.
I was like, ooh,
you are being recorded. I'm telling you right now, you are being recorded.
You have got to be stopped, Dre. This is ridiculous. Let me tell you something. If you are not on the medicine that Dre is on, to the levels of medicine that Dre is on, do not attempt those recipes at home, okay? Because Dre is on a different type of medicine, okay? When you're on medicine, I will tell you this, because when I was on medicine, I could sit and I could eat a whole pan of baked ziti and not gain a pound. I don't know what it is about being on medicine. But you can eat stuff. It's like your stomach be like, okay, your body be like, listen, we on the munchies right now, so we not going to consume all of this.
People think that you gain weight, but you don't.
You don't.
One day I made a honey bun burger. I made a burger and cut the honey bun in half. My bun in half with cheese and ketchup and pickles. Yes, I did. And that was okay.
All right, I've got to give the riot act warning.
Hold on a second. Did you just say pickles? Ew,
hold on. Warning. The recipes shared here on Media Showdown are expressly those recipes of Dre and Poppington. The rest of the panel does not condone this foolery. Carry on.
No.
I told y'all.
Listen. I don't understand. Ma knows when I get real on my medicine, I'm up there. She knows what I eat. Whole bunch of candy. And then I get in trouble.
See, I was different. I used to make like homemade peach cobbler and like all kind of just homemade shit. I don't know.
I wanted oxtails and rice and peas and
like I make a whole meal.
I wanted food. I wasn't really a snack girl. Yeah. I wanted food when I had the money.
I love this.
I would get in there and cook for 2 hours. But I also used to have food stamps back then too, so I could cook a whole bunch of shit.
Shout out to food stamps, okay? Shout out to food stamps.
Shout out to them because I ate all the kids. Okay, listen. You know how you buy them. You buy them little mini size. They all like Cheetos. So
just go with it. Just go with it. I don't know.
I bought them
ride the wave.
Cheetos. I bought them the crunchy Cheetos. The crunchy Cheetos, not the puffs. The crunchy ones. Boy, I tell you, I was so high. Medicated. I got up. I grabbed 3 packs of the little chips. Next thing you know, I had the box. And then I had the whole box of pizza. I said, I don't know what the ass go eat for lunch.
We are sharing with the Henny Gang what our telephone conversations are like.
Basically, this is our telephone conversations on live, y'all.
Don't get medicated and go. Don't get medicated. Well, this is what you do. Get medicated and go shopping. No. That's what you do. Get medicated.
You have all kind of shit in the burger.
I think it's the spirit of old Lizzo that has gotten into everybody. Let me take her off the screen because I don't even understand where we going right now.
It's Big Back Hour.
Okay, Ari said it was Big Back Hour. Okay. This is what it is. All right. But listen, do not listen to Dre. Do not listen to Dre. He will have your back bigger than it was when you first started listening to this episode of Media Showdown.
You finna go up right now. Just thinking about the food that you can go in there and make.
I'm dead.
I'll get you a steak stir fry rice too. You can add shrimp to that if you want to, but it's all on you.
Dre is not big back friendly.
No, you make the rice separate though. Don't put it together, and then you just make your meat with your bell peppers and woo, make your head pop off. See, that's how I got the 387. And then you just start having kids.
Don't be like Dre.
Look, you sweat when you make kids and you stay small.
I used to make good food. I don't know what Dre does, to be honest with you. Like, I still use my recipes. I don't know what he's cooking.
Listen, this is how you know all my meals is good because all my kids is fine.
That's that Cali medicine. Don't mess with it.
I don't know what the heck that is. That's just Dre. I don't know what it is.
All my kids is fine, so you know my food is good, baby. I can get to your soul, baby.
That's that stuff from the dispensary.
I get to your soul.
You didn't get that outside from the dude on the corner. You got that from the dispensary.
Nah, this from this from the hood. That dispensary don't be getting you nowhere. You be wasting your time and your puffs and your money in your lungs, in your lighter fluid. You just be wasting.
Not your lungs.
Lies and fairy tales. I don't know what he's talking about. Lies and fairy tales.
Nah, ain't nothing like the hood. Ain't nothing like the hood. I don't care where you
They just go to the dispensary, charge you $10 more and put it in a different bag. That's all they do.
That's all the thank you. That's all the dispensary stuff be tasting different.
It depends on what you get from the dispensary. Like you can get a lower grade than you'll get up from outside, or the dispensary like has that high grade medical stuff that's way better than outside. So it depends on what you get, and it depends on what dispensary you go to.
It depends on what Tyrone got from the hood. You know, Tyrone from the hood, he be having that one we be calling him T, and that's that one that had y'all ready to fight over who get the last bag.
Nah, Tyrone don't be having the good stuff. It's them dudes that's named like Do and Bobo and Ham. They be
Dookie,
having the good stuff.
Dookie was my last medicine man name. His name was Dookie. I said, what? I said, yeah. Call me Big Duke. Big Duke. So put this in my phone as Dookie. Okay.
Dookie.
Is Henny frozen?
No, Henny was actually trying to post something really quickly because we don't have it up yet.
I wanted to bring up a topic, but I don't know if you're gonna bring it up later. But I think we should discuss it.
I'm scared.
No, it's not. It's something that was in the news. The whole thing with Little Baby and the police saying that it was his fault of what happened. I just wanted to hear what y'all thought about it. Huh?
We posted about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a post over here. Let me go ahead and let me add back to the screen. So this is the post. It says Little Baby and his lawyer respond to Atlanta PD wanting to place charges on Little Baby for the unaliving of teen boys Lamont Friedman and Jacody Davis. All right. He says, thanks for all of the concern. Please do not be misinformed by fake news. I'm over the good. Poppington, go ahead and lead this segment. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. It says, as a part of the press conference Wednesday by the Atlanta Police Department that made an obvious reference to Dominique Jones was complete and total nonsense. To say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown, a place that he loves and has continued to uplift, is disgraceful. Even more, the location for the music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team and is not a decision made by any individual. Bringing his name into a conversation regarding a terrible crime for which he had absolutely no involvement is unprofessional, unethical, and shameful. Dominique is devastated about the situation because those children came from the same neighborhood he did, and he will continue to build up his community in any way. This statement was made by Drew Findling and Marissa Goldberg of the Findling law firm on behalf of Little Baby. So that was posted up over here on Straight Henny Media. But Poppington, you brought it up, so you go ahead and you lead the segment.
Okay, so first I want to say that I don't think that he should be charged with it, but I do think he needs to take accountability, and this is why. Okay, so I come from the hood and I know what it is. I'm not going to go in nobody's neighborhood that I know I have beef with unless I'm going over there to either confront the beef or I'm ready for the beef to come to me. That's number one. Number two, as an artist, if you know you have beef, even if a professional picked your location, if you know that location is dangerous because you have some kind of animosity or beef with whoever's over there, you should have not been there in the first place. I just feel like he shouldn't act like it's not on him, and he's not taking I feel like him not taking accountability is wrong. People know what they're doing. People go to other people's neighborhoods and post videos and spit on people's graves and mess up their moral.
Okay, wait, pause, Poppington, because you just jumped straight in. You got a baby step us in.
Okay.
So what happened? What had happened was
Little Baby did a video in Atlanta, but it was in a neighborhood that he had beef with people in. At the video shoot, it was a shootout, and in turn, 2 young boys in their teens ended up being unalived between the little altercation that went on between whoever Little Baby was with and the people that they had beef with. So that's exactly what happened. And then the police came out and said that it was Little Baby's fault. So that's basically the gist of the story. He did a video in a neighborhood that he had beef with people. Altercation ensued. Pals ended up being brought out, and 2 young boys in their teens ended up getting unalived that had nothing to do with the situation at all.
To add to that, it was his birthday party. Yeah,
it was one of the little boys' birthday party. Yes.
Yeah.
So the little boy was an innocent bystander?
Yes, both of them.
Completely innocent. Yeah, we have that coverage as well. We have what the police officer said too. It's in there.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, like, I don't think he should be charged with it, but some accountability on his part has to be taken. Because me being from the hood, me being a hood chick, and me having a hood dude as a husband, dealing with hood dudes all my life, you don't go into a neighborhood that you have beef with somebody and think that nothing's going to happen, or that's not in the back of your brain, especially doing a video. Like in that culture and rap culture, the beef like that's problems. Like, look at how many people got unalived for standing in front of King's Lawn mural because they was ops, or going into O Block, or on somebody. You knew what could have potentially happened. So to me, I feel like he needs to take some kind of accountability. He shouldn't get charged with it because, he can't really dictate what happens, but you knew you were going into a hood that you had problems with to make a video.
He can get sued.
Goddess, I don't see it. Did I pass it?
How you let another grown man fill up on your booty? Oh, sorry. That was Mo. Sorry.
Excuse me? I'm sorry. No, it's going upwards. Yeah, you're going up. It's a post. I know that because I had to get broken up into like a couple different clips because it was like almost like 9 minutes long. I was like, homeboy.
You said 9 minutes.
Is that it right there?
I don't know, but see,
Lanes. That's Lanes. Tory Lanes. That's Tifa. That one. Check that one right there. What's that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is it right here. Doesn't seem
27 minutes.
Okay.
Before gang violence ultimately took his life. gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions. 40.
Oh! Who in this car right here? Who in this car?
Bro, y'all straight.
I'm right here, bro. I'm standing right there. All that shit. Let's just mix stuff, man.
Who's got Kevin? Kevin got hit, man. What the fuck? Who's got Kevin?
Aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life.
So here's the thing. There's 2 sides to this. Okay. There's 2 sides to this. I totally agree with you, Poppington, about if you know that's a rival turf, why are you going into that rival turf? That's 1. But 2, at the same time, this is out of control and out of hand. The amount of violence that continues to happen in the street, the amount of young people that continue to lose their lives over beefs that they have nothing to do with. I do agree that a level of accountability needs to be taken. If you grew up in the area, whether that's your neighborhood or not, you know the environment that you are going into. Most people would not go to an area where they have beef at to shoot a video. You see Cardi B, Scarlett, Blotto, you see Mobb Deep, Nas, you see a lot of these rappers that go into their neighborhoods where they have love at, where people love them, where people respect them, cheer them on, and champion them on in their hood. So when you go into areas like this should be an anticipated reaction if you know that you're not liked in that area. You can't just go there because you feel like, oh, I'm this celebrity and I can get away with it. I'm going to shoot a video in your neighborhood to show you just how much I don't fear you. That's not cool. But at the same time, it's not cool to just be shooting up places either. So I feel like he has a sense of responsibility, and those young men who decided to strap up and go air something out because he was in the neighborhood has a responsibility to this as well. In the meantime and in between time, that little beginning part of the speech about how this young man was only allowed to be 13 years old for a short amount of time is very impactful.
27 minutes.
Like what are we saying here?
And that's why I said accountability has to be taken, because at the end of the day, the street level, we can't really do much about that. But as celebrities, they have voices. As celebrities, even though, they don't want it, y'all are looked at. Our kids do look up to y'all and they do emulate y'all. So certain things shouldn't be done. Certain things shouldn't even be a thought of. And I really feel like a lot of people put their emotions first without thinking of the things that could happen. Like it's always an afterthought when something bad happens. It's never a frontal brain thought when you're about to do something or you doing something. It's always an afterthought of what really bad can happen. And with this situation, I really feel like it probably was a situation like that. Well, like, yeah, I'm a little baby. I'm going to go in y'all hood. I'm going to shoot a video, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying he intended on that to happen or even knew that was going to happen, but your actions did cause that to happen. So I don't think he should be charged like how the police is going that far. But even in his statement, it should have been some kind of accountability, some kind of remorse, some kind of apology to that family, something.
I got a question for you, Pop. Why not?
Why not what?
You knew that it was a possibility, a strong possibility, like an 80% chance that it was a possibility of you getting unalived or somebody trying to unalive you because you going in this neighborhood. So 9 times out of 10, you're here to make a diss track. We're not crazy. We ain't stupid. So you 9 times out of 10, you here to make a diss track talking about all of us. You think we care about you being famous?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
So why shouldn't he be charged? And anyone out there like him that feels it's okay to go to a neighborhood.
I kind of do agree with you because look at, like I said, like the dude from FBG Duckman, he took the picture in front of Vaughn's mural. A couple of days later, he was unalive. Like this is a thing in this whole rap hip hop culture now, the drill music, and it's really disgusting. And maybe they need to start doing that so they can take accountability. But I just feel like he had no remorse. Like he was basically like, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And as a mother, I feel like a civil lawsuit needs to be coming Little Baby's way.
Here's the thing. I have to disagree. You can't blame it all on drill. What I can say is drill has amplified it. Because we have the biggest hip hop beef that ever happened, where it showed you time and time again that beef on wax has real life consequences. The biggest beef on wax that happened that had the biggest consequences was the beef between Tupac and Biggie, between Death Row and Bad Boy. It resulted, it was beef on wax that stemmed from real life, but the beef on wax amplified it. It amplified it. The media amplified it. People bought into it. You had whole coasts of people beefing with one another until both of these artists ended up unalived. For whatever reason, we know that they were beefing, and this has continued to happen. Rappers start beefing with each other. They run into each other in the streets, and what happens? Shootouts happen. People get hurt. That's why I say, even with this online social media thing, real life consequences come from behind all of this. And we know that. And Little Baby knows that as well. If you're a part of hip hop, there's no way that you could say that you do not understand that real life beef on wax beef spills out into real life. And if real life beef makes it to wax, it makes it 10 times worse. And why would you go into an enemy territory and you know that that's a possibility of things happening? It looked to me like he had a whole escape route already ready for him. Because in the shootout, if you were not prepared for the possibility of a thing, you wouldn't have been able to get out of Dodge as quickly as you did. He got out of Dodge. He said he hid in the U-Haul. That means that you had an escape route. You're even in your video talking about you got to step up security and the black trucks have to have bulletproof glass. That means that you're prepared for this to continue to happen. No, enough is enough. And I think that unfortunately for Little Baby, there's going to have to be an example made of somebody. And he may just be the person who has the example made out of him. Because you got to start taking responsibility for the things that happen to people. If this happened at his concert, people would be screaming for him to be held accountable.
Yeah.
This happened because of his video shoot. So the same accountability and the same voices need to be just as loud as if this was at his concert venue.
Right, because it was premeditated. You knew that there was consequences, an 80%, 90% chance of a consequence. And you went over there, you did what you did. Oh, it wasn't me. Yes, it was. It was your team.
Isn't that technically reckless endangerment? Isn't that technically
that could be reckless endangerment? It absolutely could.
And guilty by association.
And not only that, think about what he said. He said, oh, well, the lawyers were saying, well, we didn't pick the venue. The venue, we got permission to shoot that through this. These people gave us permission to be there. But when you got the permission and they said, well, this is the area and the location that you can shoot that video in, you knew what turf that was. You knew what the possibilities were. It was your responsibility at that time to say, you know what, is there any place else that we could do that? I don't think that would be a good idea. I do agree with Dre. If you're over there in enemy territory, so to speak, you're over there to shoot a diss track. You're not over there talking about let's come together, because if you were talking about let's come together, then those people wouldn't have been there on that type of timing.
Exactly.
They would have been there on some peaceful stuff. We've seen this happen all the time. I mean, look at what happened back in the 90s. Was it the 90s when the Bloods and Crips came together and they were banging on wax? It was a peace treaty. Wasn't nobody coming through there shooting up nothing, because they knew what type of timing everybody was on. Like, we were holding a ceasefire. Like, everything was supposed to be done and over with. So again, I just feel like there is, I agree, a level of responsibility that he is going to have to take, and being nonchalant about it is not going to be the way to go. I mean, should he be charged with unaliving? No, I don't think he should be. I don't think he should be charged with attempted unaliving. But reckless endangerment, absolutely, because your actions were reckless and they endangered the lives of these two young boys.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I would hit him with all of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was a D, I would hit him with all of them, and whatever one stick.
You know, Janice, you bring up a good point.
It's a possibility for all of them.
Well, Janice brought up the incident that happened with Kai Cenat in New York. Remember? It was a big old stampede thing that happened, and Kai Cenat got in trouble for that. Same thing should apply.
With the PlayStations, and nobody even got hurt with that one. It was just a whole bunch of kids out there trying to get PlayStation 5s. And he still got arrested and charged. But my whole thing is the way that he didn't take any accountability. I don't think the video didn't take accountability, because he didn't say anything to that boy's parents or about that little boy. It was all about me. I have nothing to do with So if he got to bear the consequences, he got to be made example of for it to stop happening, then that's what it is, because these rappers are doing this a lot. Like, you're going in other turfs that you know that can be this consequence. Like, you know, in the back of your mind, something crazy could happen, and you're not thinking about everybody else around you. You're only thinking about, oh, well, I got everybody strapped up on my side. I got bulletproof glass. What about other people? And look what happened. 2 innocent boys, one that just turned 13, is unalive now because you feel like your ego or whatever is making you feel like I can be in this turf and I'm good. So
I think it's different. I see things. I'm hearing everybody, and I'm trying to listen so I can give my point of view too. I just think it's tragic. Period. Anytime, especially these kids have lost their lives due to something as stupid as this, war between these two sides. But at the same time, it's not. And I hate saying this. It's not his fault for it happening. But morally, it is his fault as well for being part of it. And, kind of antagonizing this and being in an area you probably shouldn't have, when you could have thought about it a little bit smarter and said, like, hey, maybe this isn't the best idea. And, it does put people, including people I'm with, at a possibility of something happening. So there's a difference between, are you legally responsible, but are you morally responsible? And to me, like, the lack of responsibility taken, or the lack of feelings, like feeling for this family. Like, my friend just lost her son. And so knowing how she feels, that she just lost her son, due to violence, and knowing that the mother of these 2 kids now no longer have their children, and they're never going to have them, you should feel more. So I have a problem with morally the fact that he doesn't seem to care, but legally, is he responsible? He's not.
So. Selena, do you want to talk about that? Because honestly, I would like for you to, if you feel up to it and you want to share, to make a post about your friend's son.
Okay, excuse my tears because I'm going to cry.
It's okay, Selena.
I'm a Cancer. I get emotional, and I'm totally empath, so I always feel people's pain. So it was on Wednesday at 2:30 in the morning here in California. my a very good friend of mine, like we've known her since we were 7. We played softball together. And then crazy thing is, like, we went through kids into high school. We played high school together. We went to the same high school. And then our children ended up in the same school. She has a large family. I don't, obviously. I only have one. But our kids were in the same class. So we, like, have always just been friends since we were young. And then, you know, kind of coming together again, you know, when my daughter was in elementary school and her son came into the school. So I've known her family forever. She's got amazing kids. She's an amazing mom, you know, a mom of 6. And on Wednesday, you know, her son had went out with his friends and some family member to celebrate his birthday that he had just had the week before. And he turned 21. And this was the 3rd child of hers. And so he was coming home. Unfortunately, I don't have every single detail of how, you know, how this came, and it's under investigation. So, but he was coming home around 2:30 in the morning after being out with people and taking them home because he's a responsible, you know, boy, and it's just has always been amazing. I love him. So he was coming home, and somewhere along the lines, he was followed by the highway patrol. Which, if you're from LA, you know that when it comes to the streets, you're usually policed by LAPD and not by a highway patrol who does the freeways. But he was being followed. Again, details still, it's all in investigation. Videos are being collected and everything, because if you listen to the one side that can give their side right now, you know, he was up to no good. Okay. He was going home, and when he got to a cul-de-sac, the story you'll hear from the police is that he got out of the car with the gun. There hasn't been any gun, and then they tried to say he tossed the gun, you know, but she's already talked to the place that supposedly the gun was tossed. They pulled video. There's nothing that shows that. But this young life was taken by the CHP. He was shot 17 times in the back. 17 times. It was on the news, so there's video, and you hear all of the police, you know, the gunshots from you know, the highway patrol. And it's crazy to hear that many, because I just don't understand how you can shoot someone 17 times, period. Anyways, I don't care who it is. So, you know, my friend is dealing with this. Like, I just can't get past the fact that this child lost his life at only 21, and he just celebrated being 21. So he's not gonna have a life. My friend's not gonna see him get married. He's not gonna have grandkids from him, you know. And my friend is torn up, and she has other kids. She has little kids still too, and they're torn up as well. Like, everyone, they're an amazing family. They've come together so well, but still, like, they are mourning this death. And what's just so upsetting is that, sorry, I'm all snotty. What's so upsetting is that as she's dealing with this, you have the police coming to the house, having the nerve to tell her, you know, I'm sure your son is really good at home and what you know about him, but you don't know how he is outside these doors. You don't know how he is. They're trying to spin him into this horrible menace to society, and he is nothing like that. I went to his candlelight vigil on Friday, and I saw the street, because they literally did it where everything happened. Small street, literally, homes, you know, just all around it. You know, the people were coming out and talking, and, you know, saying, like, that they were shocked about everything. He had so many people there, friends, family members, because this family is a very good family, and they are, you know, active in community sports. There's not one person that will ever say anything bad about Seja. That's his name. I call him Bubba. We've always called him Bubba because when he was little, he's a little chunky. But there's not one person that would ever say anything bad about Sage or Loki. And so it's so upsetting. You know, my friend is broken right now. She is broken. I talk to her every single day. And she's having the hardest time. Like, you know, she was even telling me that she has to, you know, she has an appointment with her doctor because she can't get up. She can't breathe. She went into his room and was laying in his bed crying. You know, like the house is not the same. His youngest siblings are, you know, having a hard time. You know, his little sister, amazing softball player. We come from softball life. You know, like me and her, we loved it. We played softball forever. She's an amazing player. And she went out there and wanted to go talk to him, you know, because she wanted to tell him about her game. And she was getting ready to go to her next game. So things like this that happen, I know, like I'm not the only person that's telling a story like this, because this happens, and this is where it's wrong, that this happens so often. You know, like it shouldn't happen to anybody. Like you shouldn't lose your children. You shouldn't be a mom who gets that phone call that your child has died, and a senseless act of violence. And that also includes a sensitive act of violence that comes at the hands of police, law enforcement. So
I know that was hard for you to talk about. Thank you for sharing it. And I wanted you to share that because I think oftentimes people just look at the headlines and they just see the headline, or they look at the celebrity and they just see the celebrity or whatever. And a lot of times all we have is the story. So like you said, they're already trying to spin a narrative and they're spinning a wrong narrative. The thing that I think people need to hold with them in this situation that she just spoke about was how they were out at a party and he was being the responsible person, making sure everybody got home. Mm-hmm. And in the midst of him doing the right thing and being an innately good person, looking out for people, making sure that they were okay, he ended up getting shot 17 times in his back. Now, this is a family that is impacted. So the difference between these two stories is that one is done at senseless street violence and the other one was done at the hands of law enforcement. But you still have young kids gone.
Yeah. I think the other thing that I really want, and this one is more of a personal story, and you know this, honey, I told you this one. When we're reading, and I think if anything this happening, I've learned something that I have to open my eyes to as well, is being like never just making a snap judgment based on what people are putting. The media spins narratives, they really do, you know, and they're hand fed those narratives. So I was posting, obviously, and I took what some friends had posted, which was basically a clip of the news report. When you watch that clip and you go onto it, it was through Instagram. When you go into the comments, you know, anybody can write stuff. And this was literally the day of, where, you know, people were sending. Actually, I found it in the night. It happened at 2:30 in the morning on Wednesday. I found out Wednesday night. So Thursday, I was getting, like, everyone sending me all the clips, YouTubes, the Instagrams, everything. And I made the biggest mistake that you should never do. And I know I talked to you about this, is I read comments.
Yeah.
And so I was so upset. Like, it was making me mad. And I wanted to, you know, like, I was reeling. But I went into this one and I posted it on my Instagram because it's the Valley, you know, Instagram, which everybody knows I'm in the Valley. So I reposted it, and I happened to go into the comments, and I see his oldest brother, which is, you know, the older one, like my daughter. They went to school together. They went to prom together. They're friends, you know. I saw him in there commenting. I saw his cousins in there commenting. A lot of people that know him personally. Then I saw some, like, hate comments. And it was really horrible to see that. One of the comments had the nerve to say that the gunshots that were on the video that were on this Instagram, if you listen, were music to their ears, and they need to hear more of it. But what made me upset too is I saw this one comment, and I don't know what it was. Maybe I was meant to see that comment, but I went onto the person's page, and I looked, and I saw that the person had about 16 people in common with me. And I was trying to figure out, who is this person that you have people in common with? And my daughter as a friend. And so I pulled it up and I couldn't tell. There's no name. And I sent it over to my daughter and I said, who is this? Because I was ready to go off on them. And so my daughter sends it back. Come to find out that person that was writing hateful things and making a joke about, about Seja being killed was my cousin. So I basically went in on him on the comment and told him, like, I am embarrassed that you're my cousin. They love that family loves to say how Christian they are. I told him, this is not very Christian of you. And I'm like, and for you to come in these comments with your hateful rhetoric, not knowing one thing about this, about Bubba and his family, knowing that his other aunt, who was a very good friend of mine too, from on his dad's side, is also very close to people. I go, your aunt and I are very close to this family, and you don't know this story. So how dare you come on here and make these type of statements? You're an embarrassment. And I spiraled after that. I was lost. I was pissed. So I put in my, I was like, he's gonna see it, because I, added him and everything. Put on my story on my Instagram, talking shit to half my family. Like, if I find any of you guys in these comments laughing, saying anything, then I'm gonna handle you. And we all know what I mean. Like, I'm gonna go. We're gonna have to throw it out. I'm like, and if you guys have problems, send your moms to me, because I'm done. After that, I had my cousins, other cousins texting me, like, what's happening? And so I'm telling them, like, I'm just letting you know, like, if this happens, it's over. Like, I'm going. Like, this is you guys know her. Like, this is my family. This is my other family. And they were like, nope, we're with you. We'll go with you. But it was just so upsetting to see someone making those kind of statements where you're laughing, literally laughing about someone being killed, and saying, like, oh, he's probably just another person trying to be a rapper, and making fun of his grandma, who I call mom, like. So if anything, it's just a reminder that when you hear a story on the news or in the paper, that you got to understand that what they're reporting doesn't always mean it's true. Like,
yeah, and not only that, the comment section is crazy, because people speak and they don't know what they're speaking about. Oftentimes, we had that conversation about even with the situation that happened with my son, where I went to the police blotter that was on Facebook, and I went into the comments and I was just torn to shreds reading all of the stuff. And then I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, these people don't know my son. They just know what they're reading. They just know the charges. They don't know him, and they're like making him out to be like this completely horrible person. And you don't even know the whole story. You're getting the story from the police and the media, but then when you sit down, and I watched, and I listened to him, and I've pulled my son's court docs and everything. He wasn't the one that actually did everything. It was the friend, but he was there. And because he was there and he was a part of it, basically, he ended up charged with it. I'm not saying my son was innocent out in the streets, but what I'm saying is people will say the most horrible things. And a lot of those comments were directed towards me. You don't know me. You know what kind of mom I was to him or am to him. You don't know what preventative measures I've taken and tried my hardest. But anybody who has a son that got out there into the streets, once they get away from your grip and they get out there, the streets, they've got to learn hard lessons sometimes. So, you know, it's just we right now, and I feel like that this part that we're talking about, I know you're probably like, well, Henny, how does all of this connect? Because I see people have left out of the live, and that's fine. They're going to miss the magic. The magic of all of this is you're getting to hear the impact of what something like this does. Even though her situation, it's the police. In this situation, is 2 young kids with neighborhood street violence, but it's still 2 young kids gone. It's still mothers that lost their kids to a senseless act. So there's still an impact. It's another side to the story besides the headline. And then we, as Media Showdown, no, we're not professional media people. We're not journalists that are out here giving you the nightly news. We're giving you the headlines of celebrity gossip, and we're giving you our opinions, our thoughts, and our views over here. But at the same time, we hold a responsibility still. We have a responsibility to not just look at the name and the celebrity and be like, okay, well, because it's this celebrity, we're going to just side with the celebrity. We have a responsibility to err on what is right, as well as our opinions, and we're responsible for those things. Even you, as a person who's in the comment section commenting on things, you hold a responsibility as well. And one of the things that I can say is when artists start seeing that their fans are speaking, they have to start making adjustments to the things that their fans are saying, because we hold power. We're the people that make sure that they get paid, and we have to start utilizing our power a lot more. Now, I know there was a couple people that were like, well, why would he be held accountable? I hope after listening to all of this that has gone on, that you're able to see why there's some type of accountability that has to be made there. Is he going to pay for the funeral arrangements? Is he going to make some type of impactful statement of an apology? He probably won't, because his lawyers are probably going to tell him, if you do that, that's an omission of guilt. But he still needs to hold a sense of responsibility to it. It's okay, Selena, I figured that. Take your time. You know, there's still a responsibility that has to be there. All right. And that's just how I feel about it. You know, you can't even say that these young kids, oh, they were out there in the streets being menacing. They were at a birthday party. It gets no more innocent than that. Selena's friend's son was driving people home, making sure that they were good. It gets no more innocent than that. So, I mean, you guys, you know, we got to start looking at this and start removing celebrities from the titles of things. And once we start doing that and we start looking at it responsibly, we're able to emotionally detach from certain situations, because that's what we do. I'm guilty of it too. Like, I have my favorite celebs, and, you know, at times it's like, oh, that celebrity can do no wrong. But then you have to look, these are people, they make mistakes, and the little baby made a mistake with this one. But as we all know, mistakes still come with consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I know we got heavy for a minute there, but you know, it's always something that can be learned, you know, in life. This is where real life meets trending topics. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move along. I think we'll move on to something light before we get into something heavy, and something heavy being the Zilla. So it looks like Smiley is going to be on a new show that is going to be airing on Patreon. So it's called The Valley Girls, allegedly. Okay, so we don't know if this is factual. We know that Smiley trolls a lot. Has anybody heard anything about this show? Because it says season 3. I've never heard of this show on Patreon. Have y'all?
No.
Oh, wow. Poppington, you haven't heard of this show?
Nope. And you know, I'll be all in them ratchet YouTube streets. Never.
I was just about to say, Poppington is our residential ratchet TV reviewer, okay? So at the end of the day, if she hasn't heard of this, then what are we talking about here? I don't know. Did Smiley come up with this? Now, I already know me, Dre, and Kristen are about to be all on Patreon trying to find this damn show. But I don't know. Honestly, do y'all want to see Smiley back on reality TV in another ratchet cast?
No. I'm not giving nobody else no more money. So all these little shows are separate. So
listen,
Smiley better leak so too or something.
I paid for Trap Lord Ross, I paid for Royalties World, and I'm still paying for Six Socks. Yes, I am, because I can be nosy over there. And what I found out is if I want to pop ish, I could do it over there on Six Socks. How about that?
Yeah, I left a dirty comment under every video, and then I didn't pay for another month, so I might be blocked over there at this point.
Maybe, maybe not, but yeah.
I want to know, do you think that song was, when she took her song, her and Rock song, to the record label, that was true, or she trolling?
I think that's really a song that they did, but I don't think Chrisean has changed over the sectors of music that she's going to be doing. So I think she just didn't want it put out. But Roly, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Smiley girl. Smiley, she's gonna get me for that one. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Smiley. Smiley. Because I was thinking about what else we could talk about. Like I'm talking and thinking at the same time, and it came out, and I wanted to touch on the Roly lawsuit, because it's like it's starting to bubble up, and we covered that shit like 10 months ago. Like when it
I've been all up in the comments sending them to you, so
I'm tired of Roly though. I'm so tired of her. Like
I'm sick of them knees. I'm tired of seeing them.
And I don't think Smiley needs to be on a show with nobody. I think Smiley needs to have her own like exposing cast or something like that. That exposes all these reality shows, because she's always spilling the tea.
That's what I would love to see. Like, I would love to see Smiley get like a ratchet detective show, like where she's doing all types of stuff. Like, don't show us how you're doing things, because I don't want to know how to hack people's pages necessarily and all of that. But like, I want to see Smiley getting to the bottom of things. I want to see a day in the life of Smiley, because Smiley herself, come on now, she is the biggest troll.
I mean, hell, didn't they put Penelope on Criminal Minds? Just put her on Criminal Minds behind that little computer.
That part. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, Smiley's trolls are not made hold on, some business is happening right before y'all eyes. I'm gonna wait till it's confirmed to say something, but I might be getting a conversation with Henny with somebody, and this is gonna be can't say that.
A man or a woman.
But anyway, it's something for me, like, I'm just like, I really want to talk to this person. But anyway, it's not a celebrity. But anyway, yeah, Smiley's trolls are not made to be harmful to me. Like, she's not doing it to be malicious or doing it to be, you know what I'm saying? It's more like she does it in a way that is supposed to be funny. She does it in a way where you're looking and you're just like, okay, Smiley girl, we don't know if we should believe you or not. But
hell, she do like a Miami Ink or something, because she does piercings and tattoos and.
See, that's the thing. Like, there's so many layers to her. I would like to see her in her own. If she goes into reality TV again, I think it should be Smiley. It should be, focused around her as the person and the things that she's into, because she is an interesting character. I will say that. She is a cool person as well, from what I've gathered of her, outside of her shenanigans and her shenanigans. She's definitely a cool person. I would like to see more of Smiley. Like, I don't like the fact that she got bullied when she did go on to Baddies. But even the whole trolling thing of getting Natalie's name tattooed and it turned out to be henna, I thought that was hilarious. Because it was like she inflated Natalie's head to make her believe that somebody was actually like that much of a fan that they got her tatted, only for it to be something that would fade with time, just like she has. But anyway, moving right along. Yes, that was a little shade. It was a little shade. I can't help it. So this right here, I hope you don't get
Clean filter.
I think that this should be. I've seen this a lot where people get online and they lip sync to songs, and
it should be illegal.
The words. You should know the words to the song that you are going to be lip syncing before you lip sync it, and especially if you're trying to diss somebody. But now remember, we were just talking about Jiggy and Sadie, and a lot of people were saying that she was throwing shade at Chrisean. But I'm questioning, was it shade at Chrisean? Because a little birdie said that. And Kristen, your response in the comments is sending me right now.
What did I do?
Look at the screen.
Hold on.
Your comment. It's your comment.
Oh, I see it now. I'm half blind.
I'm questioning, was this a shot at Sadie? Maybe because a little birdie said that they heard, and this is word on the curb. They said it. I'm repeating it. I don't know if it's actual factual.
This
but
is literally
I
what
heard. Hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that allegedly Sadie slept with Blue 3 times.
Now, what I want to know is that without Jaydin or with Jaydin?
See, that's the $1 million question, because
we know they like the threesome thing.
See, I heard that last year whenever they were still engaged. I had heard that about Sadie and them, but what I heard is that Jaydin didn't know. But that was why Sadie was there all the time.
Yeah, and that's why Sadie kept shading Jaydin low key and kept posting every little messy part that Jaydin was saying, and her and Blue falling out at the game because they didn't pay the dancers. And
yeah, she just so happened to, go live at that one point showing Jaydin doing something embarrassing and this and that. That's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy part about that is we had been saying, like, she's always posting Jaydin in a negative light. Like, it was never in a good light.
Shady Sadie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that nickname. Well, let me tell you something. You never know, because your best friend that you call sis every day could be in your house, chilling with you, chilling with your man. You think that it's cool to leave them alone. And then you come to find out that they've been doing stuff behind your back. So if it can happen in real life, these people aren't like, like that famous or they can't be touched by real life stuff. So I believe it.
I've had a friend do that shit to me. And
let me ask y'all a question. So do Jaydin and Bobo holding hands? They look like they was holding hands secrecy for a long time. It just came out. They got too comfortable holding hands.
Was that the get back?
No, it wasn't no get back. It been got back. I think they been knowing. But it was just it was in secret. Everybody was just freaking and on everybody.
If Bobo didn't know and he just found out, that could be why he's been kind of sabotaging Blue stuff too. Because to be honest, he's been sabotaging and not really, promoting the restaurant and stuff. Like, he hasn't been the manager he used to be. So maybe Bobo just found out too.
I don't know. I just
when the girl that you want and want to be with is getting done wrong by the guy that keeps taking your girl away from you, or why she can't be with you, you're gonna have some resentment towards them.
Look, LaDonna said they haven't been friends that long. Could it have been before they became besties? Didn't Sadie work with the girl who's hearing impaired? Yes, she did. They were at the same club, shaking a tail feather.
And also, she was friends with Jiggy. Remember, Jiggy used to be Blue's girlfriend before Jaydin said, let's do the whole polygamy thing.
I mean, either way.
Henny, check your chat.
Execs check.
I'm going to wait. Hold on 1 second, because I just seen something in the comments too. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I need to hold on. Hold on. I know we didn't just talk about it. Wait a minute. There it is. Okay, I was about to say.
I feel like I know what y'all are talking about, but I don't want to say nothing. Y'all can cut me out.
Ooh, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. So first it says, imagine you wish bad on me and it comes back to you. Be careful, love. I'm protected. Then this, and it says, hold on, we got to zoom in. This bop need clout so bad. I guess I was the only rapper that could give it to her. So let's start at the beginning. This why me and her stopped being friends back in August, because while I was asleep, she brought 4 dudes she didn't even know inside my house. And mind you, they just got done running them out. What?
But that little demon face looks mighty damn familiar.
We can't see the faces behind the demon face. So what are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about I'll tell you later, because that just confirmed something for me.
But clearly you see Sadie right there. That's Jaydin's old house. Last week, after she was on a drunk rampage, she texted me, told me to fight. I went to the house and parked. She never showed. Later that night, I got a call. They told me the whole time her and her was homegirls. She was banging my BD, and we saw the video. It was mid, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait. Jaydin, are you watching us? Because that was posted 11 minutes ago, and we just talked about this.
She probably
Are you watching right now? If you're watching, hey girl, hey.
Hey girl,
didn't I say last year when she was still engaged to Blue?
Remember last year? Look,
media PI, snatch that quickly, expeditiously. Get the whole thing, please and thank you. Get the whole thing, because I got to make a video about this, honey.
We got it.
They didn't like to post and delete. She do.
Yes, she do.
Well, it's here now. But wait, hold on. And next time you want to get mad and get to yelling out sets, please make sure they all are connected as one. Don't yell out sets that's beefing with the other one. Thank you. I was hollered.
Huh?
Okay, I hollered. You don't remember that when she was after she chased the truck, she started yelling out stuff. She said, "On this, on that, on this, on that." You don't remember that?
Damn.
I was watching that. Somebody posted it on Instagram. I said, "Wait a minute, them 3 different places."
But ain't that about a bitch though? You worried about Chrisean, and your best friend that's right next to you is doing your
But we called this out. We've been called this out, because at the end of the day, what I said when she was over there with them scrippers, and they was over there shaking it, and Sadie was doing all that bending over and shaking in front of the Blue. I said something just ain't right. Okay. And then remember, I think I still have it in my phone when Sadie was shaking it and bending over, busting it wide open for Jaydin. And Jaydin was like, damn, I'm trying to see what that be like. I was like, no, I don't know if y'all done already, if you don't work the middle or not. But girl, you just confirmed. Look at this.
Okay, so Jaydin, if you listening, can you confirm for us? Was it Sadie you and Karlissa was talking about that be using tampons to cover up the stinky smell?
Oh, that wasn't Karlissa. That was Quincy. No,
Karlissa said it too on one of her lives. She was like, "Yeah, I heard from them." Yeah, but Jaydin, if you listening, can we get a confirmation? Thanks.
And me and Dre had an argument. Do BBL smell? We want to know.
I don't know. I'm hearing that they do, but
I never had one, but I have 4 friends that had BBLs, right? So the holes that they have to go in to do the liposuction, and it leaves holes. So you get pus and stuff built up in it. That's why you have to keep going and get your massages and stuff. And yes, it smells like it smells like behind your ears at the worst point of you sweating and you just played volleyball and you've been in the sun for like 15 hours. It stinks. Like it
But
really
for how
does.
long was our argument? Like for just the 6 weeks until you healed, or forever?
No, you gotta go do it for 6 months. But 6 months after, you still have to go get massaged and everything. And everybody doesn't heal the same time. Like the healing process is not the same for everybody. So like one of my friends,
I've always thought. Like it has to be that they still have an open wound. And a lot of girls feel like, oh, my stomach down, my booty out. I don't need to wear that faja. A lot of girls can't afford the upkeep and maintenance of getting their body done because you have to get lymphatic massages. In order to keep draining that stuff out, you got to get that stuff pushed out of those open wounds. You have to take care of it, but then they don't take care of it. Bad hygiene is another part of it. These girls half-ass wipe their ass. They have doodle brown marks in their G-strings. Like, come on, fellas, if she's always wearing black G-strings, pay attention to that. If she never puts on a pink or a gray or a white, I mean, I'm not really a fan of white underwear anyway. I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel like, even if it's a white thong, it just feels granny-ish, like old school, like, I don't like it. But if she's never wearing any other color besides a dark color, then you need to really pay attention to that. When you roll them thongs down, you gonna want to check that string out.
Yeah, and a lot of them don't like take showers pre-op, but you're supposed to. You're supposed to like wrap yourself with plastic and stuff and really take a shower. And you're supposed to use like peroxide.
Hold on, guys, we got action. Hold on, we got action.
Oh, Jaydin heard me. Oh,
I don't know. She said she had bro in this video, in this music video with promo for you. Say you're welcome, Jay. Oh,
did not say when they were engaged. Okay, see.
Also sending out my old Addy where my kids had slept. Stupid. I wouldn't tell you what color socks I got on. It ain't nothing to me though, because I could never be pushing 30 with no house, no car, no stable income, no bread to show for a long list of dick I had sucked for nada. What? Wait.
But she's only got one of those, but she's only got a car for real.
Girl,
wait a minute.
Okay, she said I had sucked for none of that. On that note, you don't get mad, get even. Wait, on that note, I don't get mad, get even. And then she points out, oh, this gonna be a good day. We gonna have to watch Say Day because has Sadie said anything?
Sadie got something to say.
Look around and go live.
That means she slept with Bravo too.
Oh shit! I think we ain't got no action because Sadie over here being oblivious.
Well, let's tell her.
Child, wait a minute. This is what
somebody send her a screenshot. Somebody do it.
Sadie is posting her nails. I don't like them. I think it's too much. That's too many themes at one time. But then she's over here posting this. The sound of the beginning. You over here posting that, and Jaydin is over here posting this. Girl, I just slapped myself with the mic. Sadie, get up.
What was the video? It didn't show nothing to me.
Get up, Sadie.
Sadie sleep.
She ain't no damn sleep.
She sleep.
Well, one of y'all messed it up. That was 15 hours ago. And Jaydin is just going in. Do you hear me? She going in. She going in.
Jaydin, if you in the audience, I'm finna
hold on. We got more. We got more. No, she didn't. Okay. You're welcome for the W promo. Oh, Lord. Well, we wanted to know, and now we are finding out, baby. We got action in the circus.
That's crazy, though. See what happens when you pay attention to the wrong thing. The thing right next to you is doing what you're so scared of with this, and that's your right hand. That's crazy.
While you stalking Chrisean's Instagram, Sadie in the bedroom with your man.
What I'm saying, you worried about Chrisean, and your right hand is Yo, that is crazy. But you see how Karma hit. Karma
wasn't Sadie one of the main ones talking shit about her, about Chrisean after her and Chrisean had met up too?
And remember, Blue clowned her. She thought she was getting away with them comments she was making in the car about the baby. And Blue was like, "Remember, you were sitting in the car, you and your friend, because Sadie had put her on the blast in."
I wonder if Sadie thought she was going to take Blue from both of them.
Yep.
I doubt it.
I don't think she cared because she had Bravo.
But that's what
cared.
She ain't got Bravo no more.
But this is the second part of the juiciness. Like, Bobo, what you got to say about this? Are you and Blue still friends? Are you mad?
Oh, Bobo is Bodine. Bravo is Sadie's baby daddy.
Oh, okay. So Bobo ain't got nothing to do with it.
Any of them friends?
He just sleeping with Jaydin.
Bobo Bobo was sleeping with Jaydin, and Bravo, he should be upset. He should be the only one upset by himself out of the whole ordeal. But other than that,
well, why? He got his own baby mother. He was sleeping with somebody else too.
Okay, hold on.
But he wasn't sleeping with no friend.
Wait, hold on, because I have an announcement to make.
Okay.
Do y'all remember the video that I did about the young lady who ran a whole third-party snitching business?
Yep.
Yep.
Selena, we need to set up that conversation. I got her contact info.
Oh, that's the little cute brown skin girl with the bun.
Yes, that was telling us about how her and her husband ran this whole business of snitching.
But you did get her?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking you were talking about, because I remember we had the live.
So we're going to be able to sit and talk to her. I will go subscriber live once we have everything situated and settled. I will go subscriber live on IG. So if you are not a subscriber, you may want to be a subscriber, because I'm going to get questions from you guys who have watched the video. So if you have not watched the video, please go to Hennessy Reviews and watch it. And then if there are any questions that you guys would like for me to ask her, you guys can let us know in the live. We will write those things down, and then we will evaluate and we will pick questions from there. I have my own questions as well, but
yeah, guys, go watch that video, because she was spilling some tea. Like, she made me want to stop talking to all my family, girl. Like, I was like, what? She was spilling some tea. So y'all should go watch it.
But anyway, back to what we were talking about. I just wanted to make that announcement, and y'all got to hear first.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying, because I was saying that, Bravo is the only one that didn't sleep with none of the friends' baby mamas, or out of the friend but
how do we really know that? Because it just seemed like they was all in like an exclusive swingers club together. Because I'm sure Sadie and Jaydin done bumped Hootie Hoo when they was drunk.
Yeah, but I don't think that Bobo would do that.
How do you think Blue even met the what is the name, Davis or Sadie or any of them? How do you think any of them even met? Because Blue and Bravo were out together. Being hosts.
Charity then free Karma. Karma then slid overnight. I said, well,
Jaydin girl, I'm gonna like you a little bit more, because you standing on 10 right now.
No.
I don't like your ass.
I don't like your ass.
No, don't say that. She ain't gonna give us no more tea if she listening.
We don't care.
I don't care.
We don't care.
Don't care. Don't care.
Sadie gonna roast the shit out of you, Jaydin.
Okay, we don't care about you, Jay, nor Sadie, but
and I'm ready for it.
Erica, you're right. That's why they don't like Chrisean, because she wouldn't join. But then that goes back to what Chrisean revealed about her sister. See, that's why I don't be understanding why people don't use common sense and put 2 to 2 together and make 4. Chrisean always says she doesn't like all that girl on girl stuff. And then she comes out and says what allegedly happened to her when she was younger. And you guys don't put that 2 and 2 together why she so strongly does not like that?
Y'all making me have to go get some medicine tonight. I'm going to have to go get me some medicine tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm not. Listen, this is me and my husband be doing our thing. Like I told y'all already, we swing. we be doing our thing, but I don't think I would involve any of my friends into it because I would have to really put my hands on somebody if they like my husband a little too much and be wanting to do extra stuff. I might have to put my hands on. So I'd rather strangers are a better thing. When you're doing things like that, strangers are a little bit better. I mean, it's still a risk that somebody will like somebody more because it's not only like a girl liking the guy more, the girl might like the girl more. But to intermix friends with that's a recipe for disaster.
I'm not even like into sharing. I've had my days with my ex, one of my ex fiancés, I should say, where we did do that, but we picked we picked somebody, whatever. It was a good time, but you always run the risk when you're doing stuff like that of someone liking someone else more than liking the other person. And one of the issues is that I've had an issue where the girl likes me.
Me too. So, and vice versa. But me and my husband always agreed if anything like that happens. See, you have to have certain agreements when you go into. You can't go into stuff blindly, especially when that's the person. Like y'all really in a relationship. It has to be rules and regulations. Like if the person likes me more or you more, we can't deal with that person no more because that's gonna put a wedge. And that's how it should be. But people don't be putting like they just want to do it off the nostalgia and don't know like this is a big responsibility. Like it's a really big responsibility because it can really mess up a relationship, like totally mess your whole relationship up.
You can like the person or your spouse.
But see, I wonder about Blue though. Like Blue, okay, y'all been seeing what I've been sending y'all about Davis, right? She's a dominatrix. So what is Blue really into? Is that why he likes when Chrisean beats his ass?
Could be.
When you're an ex addict, you like everything. Blue is an ex addict.
BDSM. It's a BDSM.
Yeah,
but I think
he is the one that likes to be the pet. He likes to be the pet, you guys. That's what it is. He likes to be the pet.
From his mama not giving him enough affection.
Or it could be from him getting his ass whooped a lot when he was a child.
But see, David does humiliation shit. Like I've seen her, like she bleeped out the face, but she had a dude tied up humiliating him. Like that's the shit she does.
Well, look at the dude from Black Ink Crew. A girl had him in a dog cage,
and he said him on with a collar and a leash
outside in just some tidy blackies, not even whiteies.
I remember that.
So I mean,
how did we get here? How did we get here?
That explains her picking up that purple microphone and was speaking into it like that. That explains a lot.
It's Jaydin's
fault. Get another one. I think that's it for now. She hasn't done anything new. Jaydin,
you better come harder, Jaydin. Say he's gonna eat you up. You better come harder.
Don't say that, because she might.
We're watching, Jaydin. This is your time. Show us what you got.
Stand on 10, girl. Let us know the tea.
I don't like the way
Look, Kristen, you heard me. I said, don't say that. She might get excited. This is gonna be
the only time I say this. Jaydin, keep going.
Oh,
we want to see you post again.
Yeah, we want to see.
Henny, you been in my medicine?
No,
I'm on my medicine right now.
Okay, Henny been in my medicine.
I promise I have.
Can we please scroll up because that lady face is
Henny been in somebody
because
medicine.
we going there. We are going there. We are going here.
I'm blaming you, Pop, because I can't blame Selena. Selena with me.
So
thought you had us blocked, Karlissa. Ha.
So Karlissa,
the demon.
Karlissa.
She got kicked out of the church by the Holy Spirit.
We ain't even get there yet, Dre. We ain't get there yet.
Sorry.
No, we didn't get there.
Sorry, it just came out. It just came out. It just was rolling.
Do we have that one posted on media? I didn't see that one posted on media. I have the dream. I didn't get the other one.
Not yet.
Okay, so we can't talk about her being. Well, we can say it. She got kicked out of church, y'all.
Don't worry.
Okay, I think the dream came after she got put out of church.
Yep.
No, it was before.
It was before she got put out of church.
Well, maybe she should have listened to the dream.
Are you sure? Because she was.
Okay, the dream the night before, and then went to church.
She had the dream first, and then she went to
That's why
church.
she had to go repent.
Okay, so.
And she got kicked out the radio station. It was just get out week for Karlissa.
Mm-hmm. She cursed on the radio station and then told them folks she didn't care about that $15,000 fine after they took her out to eat.
Wait
I was about to say Mr. Sappho need to kick her out that house, but I forgot that's her house and he's just living there.
He's getting a crazy check from the government because he's supposed to have been considered crazy since 2010. So she says, well, when this video ends, y'all see what I'm talking about.
But I thought he was an FBI agent.
He was FBI at the Brood Patrol.
Neither one of y'all thought both of the things.
He was serious with that broom.
Sean posting receipts in the comments. I don't know. Where's the receipts at?
Dre, report to the water table.
What? No, he was patrolling with the broom. He was really serious about the toilet. He had to make sure that the toilet didn't go.
He was mob mopping, Dre. He was mob mopping.
And then when he got home, he really got serious because it was always dirty.
Okay, I'm gonna hush till we play the video because I can't give it away.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
You gotta see that house. You seen her? She don't take baths.
No. Why? Every time we go on one of these posts, look, Kristen's comment is there again.
Kristen, you're just everywhere. You are just everywhere. Okay, they're saying that Chrisean is posting receipts now.
That's what I said. Where's the receipts? Kaden said that. I think.
Where?
Right. Because she ain't posted to her Snapchat. I mean, to her Instagram.
I ain't got no Snapchat alert either. Or
is she on Bigo?
Or TikTok?
I'm confused. I'm confusion.
Because I don't know. But
you don't gotta post nothing, Rock. We already know that Karlissa's a demon.
The church already knows
what the receipts are.
They kicked her off the altar when the midst of prayer.
Jay,
the Holy Spirit said, "You, not today."
Bravo tell Chrisean about it, and Chrisean says she wants have nothing to say. Oh, she's in Hot Chocolate's live.
Well, thanks for saying it.
They put it in the chat. That's where I was reading it from. I was just reading.
But Karlissa is a demon.
Never mind. Anyway, let's continue.
No, say
claiming the baby and putting everybody in their place. Oh, I didn't know anything about that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. He don't talk to me, remember?
He don't.
He need to be doing a Q&D. How Wack gonna know who baby it is? Was he digging in his was he digging in the Tucci too? Was he there when it was going down? Was he riding on the sperm? He just want Jonathan all to himself. He ain't slick.
Is she not saying what we be
Jaydin gonna
saying?
admit she messing with
Mm-hmm.
Blue. I thought you said she don't want him no more. I don't think she like John no more. Where you hear that she like him at? I would like to know. She told me she don't like him no more.
But then
She told me she ain't even fixing to talk to him on the phone no more. But I ain't the one to gossip, and that ain't none of my business.
But
you know what? I'm wondering if that's why she's saying that she don't want to talk to him on the phone. She don't want to deal with him. She's not answering his calls no more. I wonder if that's why, because of this whole debauchery with Sadie.
And her taking his money.
But didn't Karlissa just tell us that he got in trouble for her like showing herself on his phone call?
She did.
Mm-hmm. But she
somebody asked her that question, and she acted like she didn't know what they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This was just like a 2-hour live, and she talked and did a whole lot of nonsense.
I don't think she's finding that other side too lucrative anymore. I think she's trying to switch sides. That's how it's looking to me. Every time she do that, she switch sides, she get a little more followers, whatever, and then she be back to her BS. I'm not fooled by you this time, Karlissa. We be getting fooled by her. She be saying all the right things, and then not a whole 24 hours later, it's back to the demon.
Mm-hmm. Because she was saying she forgive Chrisean, and if she can, then everybody else can too. Because nobody was madder than her, and all this bullshit. But what I was talking about when Mr. Sappho was checked, yeah, apparently he's supposed to be getting almost $1 million or a little more than $1 million, and she's gonna quit IG whenever he gets his money, she says.
I seriously doubt this one will ever leave IG. But I think we already talked about this one here.
Thank you, girl. That last episode was good.
Yeah, we did talk about.
Shout out to Jaydin and the kids for jumping on here.
Oh no, was it? Did we talk about this?
I was gonna post the interview with Carter and Javon, but people started feeling like I was exploiting their feelings and their emotions. So I usually don't care what people think, but I said I'm gonna pray about it first.
Did she hear us? Because I think we
did
post it.
Yeah, that's why we did this clip, was because she basically is going back on posting the video now, even though she said, oh, we're going to show their feelings, good or bad, and all this bullshit.
Yeah, because we did talk about how it seems like she does that on purpose to Javon. So was she?
We went in on her ass.
Yeah, that was the last media showdown.
Mm-hmm. So we did talk about it, but then, yeah, she went back.
Yeah.
Well, this is the one about the dream. And she was asking for everybody's assistance in trying to figure, oh, you know what? I didn't get a chance to crop it. So I can't even play it here like this. Because there was a lot of there's a lot of tea that's going on at the top of the screen. So we gonna have to just play the audio for y'all, which is just fine. I don't.
Wait, Henny, can we play first?
What would you like to pray? Go ahead, lead us in prayer, Brother Dre.
Okay. Father
Do you
God,
want some organ music?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I can do the acapella.
Come on, Dre. Come on, Dre.
Father God, I come to you humbly in the name of Jesus. We plead the blood of Jesus over us and the hedge of protection from anything that this witch is finna say. That's true, you know. Lord, you created her. Please protect us from her. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, please, Lord. And we all would love for you to fix it. Don't y'all? We can come into an agreement.
Yes,
don't y'all want us to fix it? Don't y'all want the Lord to fix it?
Yes. Yes, Lord.
Yes.
Please fix
Jesus,
it.
fix it. because this lady is driving
all
us
the Savior
crazy.
sandals fix it.
Please, Lord.
Protect
No. We're not doing. We not with Kristen on that. We not with her on that, Lord.
Okay.
I'm not playing. We
all want to
serious,
keep our
Jesus. In
agents,
the name
Lord.
of Jesus, I say. We all say, Amen.
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 All right, so let's go because it's like 10 minutes. All right, she explaining this. I'm gonna let her explain the dream one time, but then she wants to know what everybody's interpretation of this dream was. All right, so we're gonna help her out.
That the Lord almost ready to take his sandals off.
White pillows was on the couch. Oh, what here? The big fluffy white pillow around the bed.
Can y'all hear it?
Not really.
It's a little low.
Did you put it on here? It was on your bed. Hey guys. Welcome.
Is that better?
Welcome. So I had a dream last night, and we've been over here chopping it all up. Y'all what the dream was, and then y'all tell me what y'all think, and then we gonna collaborate on the dream.
Right
there you go.
That's good.
Highly classified information. Classified information. Okay, so if you're not ready for this type of topic, you might want to exit the chat, and that's okay. I'm gonna be doing some full demonstrations, so it might get a little ugly because I'm animated. I've seen. So the dream started off. I was trying to help Jaydin, and I was trying to we gotta go, and we was trying to get to safety. I don't know where everybody else is, but then I lost Jaydin, and I ended up. It was just like fire and brimstone and sulfur everywhere. It was like a real bad aroma, and it was just getting in my nose. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I kept asking my husband in my sleep. He said I asked him 2 or 3 times. I woke up and said, "Do you smell smoke? Something's burning." He never ain't smelled nothing. He kept saying no, acting like I was crazy. So then I just go back to sleep. Like, okay, I'm tripping, nothing's burning, but I was smelling the smell and I was waking up from it. So I'm gonna be I'm trying to tell you exactly in the order, but forgive me if I don't give y'all the exact order. So then I get to a place where it looks like a holding tank. I don't know if y'all ever been to jail before, but you know that big room, it just looks like a big warehouse room. And we was trying to go up, we was in a cafeteria, wait.
It went out.
So I felt like it was some of y'all was in that line already. And I was like, ooh, this is the wrong line. I'm in a line with the rejects. These people aren't trying to fight. They're not trying to get out. They're not trying to get to safety. They're just being still, and they're just in here, in this room. Can you hear me on here? Can y'all hear me? I'm sure they can. Yes, the dream was so intense, y'all. But wait till I get to the end. You're going to be like, what the hell? I'm going to demonstrate what I saw and everything. Because if I don't demonstrate, I won't be me. So I'm up there, and I'm got my nose turned up. And I'm like, let me get out of here and go try to find, the real people. Maybe the rich people, the smart people, the funny people. I don't know people that I was looking for. People like me, I guess. 2 refrigerators. I don't know. Child, when I tell you, when I went out to go look for these people like y'all, people like me, people like us, regular people, real people, everyone was looking at me like how y'all be looking at me on the internet. You see what's going on, you got money. Looking at me in the cafeteria like they was waiting for their lunch, and the whole world is ended. It's fire and smoke and everything is going on, and they just sitting there like they don't care. It was peace, be still. They was being still, okay? And I was panicking and freaking out, and I had to get out of here. Like, it's got to be a way out there, because if we stay in here, the smoke's going to overtake us and we're going to burn. Why are you guys just sitting here looking at each other, just being too calm and being still? And I was like, I'm going out to find safety and shelter. Okay, I'm going out. So y'all, when I tell y'all, I stepped out there on a whim. I looked out, and as soon as I got out, nobody tried to stop me. Nobody tried to say, don't go out there. They just was looking like, you know that look Callie be having when you about to do something stupid, like that look. Okay, so I got out there. Nobody tried to stop me. I was free to go. I got outside. I'm looking around, y'all, to see which direction I'm gonna go. Now, I only been out here like 3 minutes. Okay, like I went through a maze to get out. Not a whole lot of maze, but like, I'm out. So I'm out there and I'm looking all around, and it's just chaos everywhere. I don't know which way to go. And then all of a sudden, I just see people that I thought was like the people I should go follow. They out there. Y'all, because this is what's going on. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not lying on everything I've done. I'm hearing the other person doing it with the air themselves, and then I see a horse, and the horse was doing it too. We're a little bit more easy to communicate with. I'm gonna go back inside. So I start walking back, and I'm heading back, but in my mind, I'm like, damn, they ain't gonna let me back in. They not gonna let me back in. They gonna be like, you can't come back in here, stay out there. I'm really thinking they're gonna reject me. When I go back, there's nobody at the gate to tell me I can't come in. There's nobody there to say, questions. So I had a free will to go out there and a free will to come back in. Okay, nobody's stopping me. Now, they didn't stop me or nothing, but they was looking at me like, you thought it was cool out there, huh? But what I realized was they had already tried to go back out there too. That's why they were just looking at me like, is the company good? Yeah, we drinking ours. New York. You oh my God. Y'all make me do my own. Oh my God. Girl, so I'm telling you, I come back in and everybody just looking at me like, where's sugar? Like they didn't tell me, but like I'm just looking like, I'm just gonna get in here and get in line for whatever y'all in line for, because I could communicate with y'all. Them people out there is losing it. The horse is losing it, the is losing it. It's just a battle you cannot fight. I'm a woman, but that was just too much for me. So,
I can't hear nothing right now.
Somebody said, one of y'all said.
Okay, I don't know, because I have it all the way up to the microphone, and I had the microphone turned all the way up. So now I got to turn it back down to where I'm not too loud. But I did drop the StreamYard link in the chat for anybody who wants to come up and they want to comment on that. But that was Karlissa's dream, where she spoke and she said that Jaydin was with her. Then she lost Jaydin, and there was fire and brimstone, and she could smell smoke. And she was waking up, and her husband, she's asking him, "Do you smell smoke?" And he kept saying no. And she got online, and at first she was saying that the people that was inside this safe haven, that she called it, that the people was looking crazy, and then all of a sudden these same people that she was saying is, how y'all be getting on my nerves and I be looking at y'all sometimes, all of a sudden these people became her people, those of us that were on the inside. And yes, she did say people like her with 2 refrigerators. Well, baby, I have 2 refrigerators and we not the same. But anyway,
I got 2 refrigerators.
You was in hell, baby girl. You went to hell.
You was in
She talk
hell.
about going outside and the people is out there fighting the air and the animals were out there fighting the air, and she went back inside and some lady told her, aren't those your grandsons sitting over there on the couch? And it was Carter and Junie.
Sulfur.
You and all your roaches was in hell, Karlissa.
Yeah, she was smelling sulfur, fire, brimstone. It talks about hell was smelling like the way she described it.
And she flush. Whatever's going on with Jaydin and Sadie, she's seen that too.
Well, I think all jokes aside, I think that is something, a serious dream that needs to be paid attention to. You know, like you know, we may not agree with her at all times, but a prophetic dream about apocalyptic events is something that I don't joke about, because for a long time I had very vivid visions of a lot of things, a lot of agony, a lot of things that were to come. And people think that I don't know why I said come like that. I'm sorry, y'all. When it left my mouth.
When the cum left your mouth.
Pause.
Okay.
I just feel like, you know, maybe this is something for her to focus more on her family than it is for her to be outside with all of the shenanigans. And you know, I'm not being funny. I just feel like she's supposed to be protecting the babies. I don't know. But Buttercup is up here, and you know, when Buttercup comes up, she might as well just her and Dre. Yeah.
Well, let me go on and say mine first. Hey.
I gotta say mine first. So I gotta go back to work. I'm gonna make my quick.
Okay, well then you go ahead. You go ahead.
So y'all already know how I do. It's not unpopular, but it's common sense. Now, we as supporters of you know who, because I don't want nobody at my job knowing who I'm supporting, but we as supporters of you know who need to be warning her, because if he can do that to his right hand man and his other baby mama, ain't no telling what he was doing with her friends when she wasn't around.
Thank Puss Jay.
Huh?
I said thank Puss Jay.
Any one of them. I don't put that past nobody.
All right, I gotta go now to bounce looking for them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get my input on Car Pissy Dream.
Oh Lord.
Karlissa. In all seriousness, though, I think you should take your life a little bit more serious and quit going to the magic doctor, because it's a dream that hell is your destination.
And your house is burning down.
And your house is burning. And you didn't been there. You didn't vacation there a few times. You said you woke up. You went back to sleep, woke up. You asked your husband about it. That was about 5 times you done been to hell. And I think all them people that you're going to and what you're making promises for, they coming to collect, and you got kicked out the church. And that's a sign, woman, you in danger, and you quit playing. Just get on your knees and pray to the Lord at home in your closet. You know, just really pray and fast and really be serious about what you do. And then if you want to take it as a prophetic time that we are living in, you know, everybody needs to just pray and repent every day, every night. You know, pray for your enemy, because sometimes what your enemy do will affect your next move too sometimes. So you pray for your enemy, you pray for your neighbor, you just pray for everybody, because the Lord is angry. He angry. I don't blame him.
Well, I do agree with the burning down of her own house, because she's the one that's setting these blazes, like the division that's happening within her family. That's why I've said, as a matriarch, she's supposed to protect. So I feel like, you know, you coming outside and you going into all of that chaos, like you out here causing chaos. You are, people are looking at you like this when you going out there to cause chaos, because you're supposed to be inside protecting and nurturing and caring for your loved ones. But I think she needs to meditate on that. She needs to pray on that. Don't ask us, because some of our opinions may be biased because of the things that we see. No one's saying you can't be online. No one is saying stop being online. No one is saying any of that. But what people are saying, that you just are not listening. And when I say people, I mean your family, your children, okay? Your children, your children's baby mamas and wives, the public, the general public, even the big bloggers and rappers, everybody is saying that you be doing too much. So maybe instead of being defiant and continuing on this path, maybe if you changed it up and started doing things a bit differently, people will view you differently. I mean, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Y'all know at one point in time, I liked Karlissa. I did. And then I didn't anymore.
And I think the part about how all the people she thought were the sane ones and
she should follow,
she thought was her people, are the ones that's in hell with her. I think she really needs to pay attention to that part.
Yeah. You need to look at it, because we are not the crazy ones. You think we the crazy
not
ones, and
down there
we're
with
not
her.
the
I
crazy
rebuke that in
ones.
the name of Jesus. That's why I prayed before we listened to her dream.
Look, her going to church the next day and getting kicked off the altar and getting an attitude with the people in the church, you need to work on being humble. Because you think you're above everybody, the Lord included.
Yeah. And you don't have to give me a disclaimer. I want Karlissa to really look at that dream, because I agree with Henny. Certain dreams are prophecies. Like, it might not be exactly directly telling you exactly what it is, but all of that, like, once she started talking, she said Jaydin. I said, oh, she saw that. Like, whatever went on with Jaydin, Sadie, and Blue, that's it for Blue and Jaydin. Like, I think this is probably it. She saw that burn down. Then you're seeing your house burn down. Then we were just talking about you exploiting the kids. And you say when you go back into that burning house, you see the two oldest ones that hear and see everything you're doing and can comprehend because they're around you the most. To me, she needs to look at that. And then, yeah, you went to church and got kicked out. Like, you need a cleansing. Your spirit is dirty. Like, you need to really go and look at yourself, because your tongue weaves spells. That's why they say be careful what you say about people. Be careful what you think, because you bring it back to yourself. And sometimes it be extra worse.
Well, when you speak on that, go back to what Chrisean said to her. You keep speaking on me, you speaking on my kid. Let's see how your year goes.
But did you see what she did? That hoodoo doo magic stuff she did in the tub before going to the church. She had the salt. She made sure the water was blue, like a different
She was
type of
mocking
blue.
the Lord by saying it looked like there was a halo above her head, and all
while she was naked.
First of all, common sense. If you're going into a house of worship, why you got to cleanse yourself before you go in there? How dirty are you? That's how I feel like she knows she has that spirit on. She knows she's a demon. She knows.
Well, honestly, I mean, cleansing yourself prior to going into the house of the Lord is not something that's.
It wasn't no soap in that water.
Before you go into any type of worship or practice or any of that, you're supposed to cleanse yourself. As far as the water being blue, I know exactly. They're the little blue balls or tablets that you throw into the water that makes the water turn blue. So that tells me that there's some type of practice that's going on. It sounds like hoodoo to me. And hoodoo magic is just basically working the roots. That's a root worker that's working hoodoo. So I mean, if that's the hoodoo is the voodoo that you do, then I don't know. Maybe you need to reevaluate.
But that's why
getting kicked out. You wasn't giving yourself completely, like you wasn't ready to really repent. You were just down there because you were scared, basically. Because if y'all could see this video, like Karlissa was down there shaking in the video.
No, because the Holy Spirit was in the people that approached her. They said, "Get up. We don't do that here." So, what was you doing in the church that was disrespectful to the Lord? That you got kicked out while you were on your knees on the altar.
She brought cameras. She said that.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, she was recording. What was going on for her show?
She was faking for a storyline is what she was doing.
She gonna kick me off the altar.
In my culture, when you use that blue soap, that's to wash off like evil spirits off of you. Like I know exactly what that is. Like in Caribbean culture, my grandmother, if you feel like you go around people and then all of a sudden you feel sick and stuff, she used to make us bathe in that. Like you really had to bathe in that. So I understand what that is, but that's my whole thing. Why would you have to wash off that much of that much? I don't know. If you're that, she always say how she's such a Christian lady and she's a child of God. Why would you have to do that to walk in a church? You shouldn't even be that spiritually dirty. You know what I'm saying?
But that was a seductive picture she took.
She did a lot more than she tells us.
She drew a halo with soap over her head.
Yeah, I've been said she works. She either working candles, roots. She probably got an altar. Jaydin probably.
She put blue shoes on it. She put blue shoes on
remember
it.
she was telling us. Remember, wasn't she supposed to do a class on how you put voodoo on a dude to keep him there and how to take it off? Remember? So I've been like, but I see if you're not pure in your works, the works is going to be evil, and the evil is going to stick onto you. And that's how it is. You invoke things, and she doesn't invoke good things.
That lady got so much
think
karma.
about, like,
Karma gonna live for free for at least 2 years.
If you ever meet somebody that actually does voodoo, they are going to tell you whatever you do is going to have a consequence. So if you're doing stuff for evil, something evil is going to come back on you.
Yeah.
It's something called justified work. All the work that you must do if you're laying a trick for somebody or any of that stuff, because that's what it's called. It must be justified work, or else it's going to come back and it's going to slap you. And it doesn't necessarily have to slap you. It could slap people close to you. It could slap your bloodline. It doesn't have to be just you, you know? All right. So moving right along, we have Karletta. We're going to end this off with Karletta. Karletta shared that she had been receiving some hate mail in her inbox. And who is the hate mail coming from? It's coming from Chrisean haters. So she was out in California with her mom to help her celebrate her grandmother's birthday. And this is what is going on. I don't know who this person is, but she will be blocked expeditiously if she ever comes over there to the bar. The bar will be closed. But she says, yep, I hate a woman that drank and smoked her entire pregnancy. I hate a person that doesn't take her child for medical assistance. I hate a family that claims a child for social media gain. I hate a family that deliberately lies and say someone is married knowing they're not. Oops, I almost forgot. I hate a person that will turn on their blood and talk about them with a blogger for clout. Now, let me just say this to you. This sounds like that doesn't sound like some random person. Okay,
I've seen her a lot. She comes in a lot of posts. She posts. She's in a lot of posts.
That's probably Karlissa.
She is.
Exactly.
She's in lives. She's in posts. She's all over the place.
She's on YouTube, IG, everywhere. Like, she literally stalks her.
Yeah.
So Karletta clapped back and,
I don't understand why she's so. Why are you so pressed? I hated this. I hated that. Well, I hated someone like you too, girl. Why are you so pressed?
Well, Karletta clapped back and said, I hate a weird that believes everything she see on social media. Go do something productive with your life and stay out of her business. But more important, stay out my inbox. Bleh. Let's be clear. Blood don't make you family. That trifling, disrespectful, delusional piece of disrespecting my mama. But now yo clown want to get on here and tell me how I should respond, eat and suck a leaky.
Team Gemini.
Karletta for the win for me.
Team Gemini.
Authority, though.
Here come the bitches from the fake pages. Here come the bitches from the fake pages. No. Shout that shit with your chest, scary bitch.
Period.
Karletta is not the 1, 2, or the 3. And for the 304 that called me ugly, just know I don't keep no makeup. And your daddy, listen. Karletta is not the 1, 2, 3, 4, or the 5. Okay. But on a more positive note, Karletta did make it to Blue's restaurant this weekend. Okay. Went over there to the Neffie's. I don't know if there's music. Let me see. I don't think there is, but I love this outfit.
I am at the King of Crabs supporting my nephew.
That's right.
From the Houston area. It was very good, and it was not too spicy. I didn't get the spicy because I don't really like spicy food, but it had a lot of flavor with no spice.
A lot of flavor with no spice. That looks good. That looks.
Where are you at, Jay?
Good.
I am at.
And shout out to the camera person. I think we all know who the camera person was.
Salute.
I don't know who the camera person was. Who is that?
And it looks
we
like
heard your voice. They could hear you. We heard your
Okay.
voice.
Okay.
Salute.
And I know we didn't. I know
squeaky voice.
We heard your voice and we saw your Ariel, Mexican Ariel hair, girl.
Don't be in my business. Hold on.
It was the squeaky voice.
Oh, who that?
Decline.
I want to press the button. Press the button.
Answer Sean.
Who is that?
Relax. Okay. So we did not cover this, but the newlyweds also had gone down to the King of Crabs. And so it's just been a family affair of supporting everybody in support of the King of Crabs, Rebecca and Papa Blue. Okay, Mr. and Ms. Porter was at the King of Crabs and they tore it down. Okay, they tore it down. I'm loving all the support that the restaurant is getting from the family. I can't wait to go out there to LA and to sample for myself. Okay. Now, here come Karlissa. Jonathan Daddy, you don't play with me until this fast is over because I'm going to tell these folks what you used to like me to do with my nail polish fingers. I looks younger than your sugar baby.
Why is she
That's why she got kicked out of church right there.
He called her an old lady in the comments.
It's giving me I still want my baby daddy.
It's giving me I'm jealous that he moved on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry.
Thinking about that slong.
Rebecca looked hella good. I'm sorry.
Rebecca looks way better than Karlissa.
Right.
Rebecca looks good, but Karlissa can't seem to get over the fact that Rebecca looks good.
I can't wait till all the Porters are there celebrating.
That's what Karlissa needs to do.
Rebecca's very nice.
Take that
I like Rebecca.
What happened?
I thought Karlissa.
I like Rebecca. She's really nice. Like I talk to her here and there in the DM. She's a very nice person. So
she pops into our lives from time to time.
She does. She's nice. She's respectful. She ain't like Karlissa.
Mm-hmm.
So
nobody's like that demon. But I can't wait till they're all the Porters. Right. You know what I'm saying? She really gonna flip her wig then. She might end up where she needs to be in the mental institution.
So King of Crabs had Rebecca and Papa Blue on Saturday, had Karletta, Nikki, and Grandma Blue over on Sunday. Look at that. That was a weekend of family support.
Okay.
It would have been so dope if all of them were there at the same time.
I know.
But that's going to do it for this edition of Media Showdown. We were on here longer than expected, but it's always a good time. It's always a good time. Goddess is back. Who is popping up here? Poppington. Poppington, why are you here twice?
Why are you here twice? There's two of you.
I don't know.
There's two of you up here.
I don't know. Oh, there I go.
Okay.
Where'd your twin go?
It was magic.
God, don't talk about magic, and we just finished talking about what we was talking about. Oh Lord.
Okay.
Anyway, anybody's final thoughts? Everybody is up here, so everybody has to give one. And we're gonna start with Goddess because Goddess is the last one that joined. The last one to join gives the first final thought.
Oh, my fun is Jaydin, you better whoop that ass, chick. Whoop that ass. No,
No.
we don't want her to whoop that ass.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Guys goes left.
And Jaydin, don't whoop that ass. Anyway.
Well, she couldn't even beat up Biggie, so I highly doubt she won that round.
Probably not. Anyways,
I just realized I've had the wrong background this whole damn time.
Oh, yeah. That's awkward.
Okay, you know what, Goddess? I'm muting you. Poppington, go. Poppington. So she has another one backstage.
Telling her about doing that magic.
StreamYard
It's not working for her, Karlissa.
See, this is what happens when you start talking about Karlissa. Poppington, are you still there?
I'm here, Dre, pray for me again, because I don't think it worked. My StreamYard said, you know what?
You the one took it off when you start talking about you did some magic.
It keeps kicking me out. I don't know what's going on right now. I was good the whole time.
Look.
All right, so Poppington, final thought. All right, Dre, final thought.
My final thought is,
thank you,
Karlissa, please stay off the internet. Stop hexing people with hoodoo doo magic, and you're gonna hurt yourself. You keep playing with that. Jaydin, you too. You do that crap too, and it slapped you in the face as well. And y'all need prayer. Y'all just need some prayer. That's all y'all need. Y'all need to be baptized 4 times and get some holy oil and some prayer and having a come into Jesus moment. And Blue, stay away from your friends. They sleeping with what you can't talk. Anyway, Chrisean, love you. Happy birthday or early birthday.
We never talked about Mookie, guys.
Oh. Yeah, and Chrisean, baby, you're beautiful. Okay, so happy early birthday, and that's my final thought.
Whose birthday?
Chrisean's birthday coming
Chrisean's
up. Just
birthday
in case
is
I don't never get to say it.
Oh well, yeah. I'm like, what month are we in? You're right.
So I did do a whole video breakdown on Mookie's charges because there was a lot of confusion in case you didn't catch it. With the whole 60 years, I broke all of that down. I'm only going to play 2 shorts and then that's it. Y'all can go catch it on
Hennessy. At least 20 years behind the wall before he could even come out.
And the judge suspended 40 years, meaning he must serve the 20 before he is released. And after he's released, he will be on a 5-year probation, supervised probation. So I'm going to say that one more time. The total is 60 years. He has a suspended sentence of 40 years. The time he has to serve is 20, and he will be out on 5 years supervised probation. Now, let me tell y'all about this suspended sentence, though. This suspended sentence is what got Blueface jammed up. It's a trap. So let's say he goes in there, he serves his 20 years. He comes out, he's on supervised probation. If he gets in trouble at any point in time, those 40 years that are suspended, they come back. And he has to do that. So that's basically all I really wanted to share with y'all about the 60 years so that there is no confusion as to what is going on with his sentence. So it is 60 years, but he's not serving 60 years off rip. He's got to serve at least 20 And then the 40 years will be like kind of put away on a layaway plan. If he gets in trouble, then the 40 years get reinstated and he's going to have to do that. And that's exactly what has happened to Blueface when he decided to go for a suspended sentence. That's how he ended up getting into the trouble that he is in now with the Click City sentence. So yeah, if you or anyone that you love is in trouble with the laws and they get offered a suspended sentence, my recommendation, unless you absolutely have to, is to not take it.
I have a question. Is there any more charges possibly coming down the pipeline for him?
Not that I'm aware of, but you know,
For other charges? Or there's like other priors? No?
Not that I'm aware. Everything was closed when I looked into his court docs. Everything was closed except for this. So
okay.
Welcome back, Poppington. You want to give your final thought?
Final thought. Karlissa, please, please, please. Like, if you don't want everything around you destroyed, you need to sit down, look yourself in the mirror, and reverse everything you done did. Like, I'm being so serious. I know I'll be up here dragging you. I wish I could at this point, but the way you was laughing and stuff, but the moment you started talking about that dream, that's how I looked at it. Your house is burning down and you are the cause of it. You are the cause of the chaos. That's why when you went outside, it was chaos. And that's why inside everything was burning down, but everybody was calm. Girl, look at yourself, please. Please save yourself and your family. Little baby, some kind of accountability needs to be taken. I really feel like I understand that if you apologize or whatever, yeah, your lawyers might be talking like, that'll be like admission, but at some point, your actions cause reactions, and two lives was taken. You know what I'm saying? 2 young lives, and I really feel like you could have been man enough to stop that. Whether your team set it up, whoever set it up, you already knew what it is. Everybody want to run around and act like they so hood and so gangster, but don't follow hood and gangster rules. Like, you already know what it is. You don't go into other people's territory unless you like they were saying, you go in there to make a diss track, you trying to prove a point, you want to show them I could be in your hood and you can't do nothing to me. So your actions, yes, it caused that. You need a little more accountability. They need to put a king crabs in New York because that should look good. I'm jealous because Selena gets to go all the time, and I love seafood. Who else was we talking about?
Jaydin and Sadie.
Oh,
Lizzo.
Jaydin. Keep going, Jaydin. We want to know.
Oh no.
We want to know. Like, we definitely want to know what's going on. And I hope from this you could actually heal from everything else. Sometimes it takes on some real woman to woman stuff. Sometimes it takes falling on your face real hard and being embarrassed to the point that you get yourself together. So I hope you get yourself together, because if the rumors and all that is true, girl, go about your business. Do you make a better life for you and your 2 kids, and forget all of this. Find your lane and stick to that. And that's it.
Kristen?
Karlissa, I know I usually tell you to go to hell, but it sounds like you already went, so pay attention and really think about who you keeping company with, because it seems like they dragging you down there with them. And as far as the little baby situation, not only him, but some of these people, you're claiming a neighborhood, but then you're putting the same neighborhood in danger. So how can you even claim something that you're supposed to protect? That's supposed to be the whole point. And then you let 2 young boys lose their lives. So that's also something that people need to think about too. Jaydin, come harder or Sadie's gonna tear your ass up. So drop everything at this point. What else should we talk about? I think that's it. Oh, and Team Karletta, and that's it.
Oh yeah, and I want to add on that I'll be down there this summer to the restaurant. My peoples. I think we all should just flood the restaurant this summer. Like each content creator should take them and a squad each month or just the whole summer. Just flood the restaurant just the whole summer. Just flood it.
Who are you
Just eat
going to
all
the restaurant
seafood.
with, Dre?
No, I'm actually going by myself because Aries, when it's near our season, we start feeling ourselves, and it's almost my time to shine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going by myself. Forget them. They said they're going on the way back. I said I'm going then, and then I'm on the way back. So, but me and you gonna be there together. Yeah, we gonna eat. We gonna big back.
Just
And
us
if y'all
two.
want to meet us there, y'all can meet us there too. Just bring your own money unless your name Henny, because otherwise we not paying.
You cheat too.
Well,
At least we told you ahead of time.
I know Dre and I are going to be together there.
You're the man. You're supposed to pay for all the women.
I don't know who lied and told
Let me
anybody that.
explain. Like that would be a long time off before I get to Cali. Like it'll be a while. But I'm definitely going to Cali. Period. Regardless, I'm going to drink up Selena's tequila.
Yeah.
That's for tequila.
Hell, Selena's got enough tequila for us all at this point.
I'm gonna see if she's gonna take me to Mexico to go get some of those delicious snacks that she be getting. I'm gonna go dip myself in the Pacific River because I've always swam in the Atlantic. So I want to see what that water be like. I might get me some edibles while I'm out there, and I'm going to the King of Crabs.
Oh, you're gonna get edibles?
I'm not getting none of your edibles. No.
No, wait a minute.
No.
Selena,
Wait
you
a
gotta
minute.
do the edibles with her.
Right.
Oh,
I
and I'm
am.
gonna
And
get
then she can try
authentic
some of the
Mexican food. Okay, I'm getting authentic Mexican food. I'm gonna get authentic Mexican chicharrón with the guacamole, the way that I like it here. I'm gonna have it with my tahine. I'm gonna get the tacos, the soft shell, the hard shell, the barilla. How do you say? Did I say it right? Did I say barilla? Can't hear you. Birria. I'm gonna get birria tacos, real birria. Matter of fact, Selena's probably gonna make me birria tacos.
I can make them.
Listen, I'm going. Okay, I'm going, and I'm gonna have a good time. But I'm gonna stay far away from. I'm staying far away from you, Dre, and your special drinks because I don't.
Oh no. We gonna meet up at Selena's house.
Well, listen, I gotta get ready to end this. I'm gonna give my final thought because Dogface and as y'all saw, Sean G, who's from the podcast of Soul, that's who Sean G is. Okay. So pipe down, little babies. That's not what that is. Okay, it's content creators. But what's calling me? I don't even know what he's calling me for. I don't know. But a lot of people are asking me to collab with them. Either way, I'm honored. But my final thoughts are this. Lizzo, please continue to do what you're doing. You know, you look great, you look amazing. I just feel like continue to be a positive influence for those young girls who are looking up to you. And be a little bit more mindful of what you put out there because it could send the wrong message. All right. What else did we talk about? Little baby, take some accountability. You knew exactly what was going to happen when you went into that neighborhood. You knew you weren't welcome there. You went there and look at what happened. So some accountability needs to be there, even if it is to give condolences to the family, offer to pay for the funeral services, something. But don't be arrogant and don't hide behind the legal team to speak for you. Don't throw responsibility on other people because you knew exactly where you can and can't go in your own town because of whatever beefs you have going on. Smiley, do not go to another Ratchet TV, girl. Go to get your own show. People want to see you. We like you, Smiley. We find you hilarious. Okay, the shenanigans that you be doing, I find it hilarious. I don't think you mean to any harm, like I said. So yeah, see about getting your own show. What happened with you and Ray J? Like, is that something that's still in the works, or what? What is Tronic still even up, you guys? I don't even know.
He don't pay nobody.
No, Onyx hasn't done a show. I haven't seen a post. Nothing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Because he had the potential to rival Zeus. He really did.
Maybe it was those papers that you read.
It could be, I got more too. Oh, that's right. I have a Jared Milgram Rico update for y'all coming. Yeah.
Can't
We're
wait.
gonna find out what's going on. Karlissa, please, your dreams. God is trying to tell you something, girl. Seriously, all jokes aside, God is trying to tell you something. You need to pay more attention to those dreams. Be more mindful of your family and less focused on what's going on outside of your house. Okay. What's outside of your house is chaos. And when you go out there, you are a part of the chaos. Stay inside. Then people won't be looking at you like you're crazy, because I think the people that were looking at you like you're crazy are those of us who are looking at you like you're crazy on the internet. You need to be more mindful, watchful, and protective of your family and work on fixing things because your house is burning down. Jaydin, nobody else said it. I'm going to say it. This seems to me like spinning the block. Karma, that your friend, your own friend who's smiling in your face the whole time is now sleeping or slept with your baby daddy, slept with your baby daddy while y'all were engaged, slept with your baby daddy while that whole thing was going on with the two little monkeys jumping on the bed video. Yeah, he was smashing and she was letting him smash. But the question is, were you smashing as well? Now, I also want to see, and this would be very interesting to see, if you have the same smoke, heat, and vengeance for Sadie that you've had for Chrisean, a girl who did not know you at all. Sadie is somebody who was very close to you, somebody who you vented to, somebody who was your ally, your confidant, your best friend, who was even your mouthpiece during your interview. Okay. That's the type of smoke you need to have for Sadie. That's the type of person you give that smoke to, because that's a person that knew good and damn well your secrets, your hurts, your pains. They knew it, and they slept with your baby daddy, and it was videotaped, and you've got the receipt. So what are you gonna do, girl? You gonna keep going? And I do agree that if you don't come harder than what you are coming, Sadie is going to burn you down because she knows your secrets. She knows your secrets. But then again, you should have already known what was a possibility to happen, because Sadie was not your friend that you met on your own. Sadie was friends with Jiggy, and they had a falling out. I would like to know what their falling out was about, but they had a falling out prior to. And yeah, she came up underneath you. Was it for clout or was it for blue? Who nobody knows but her. Let's see who else. Mookie and the family. My condolences go out to the family, and here's why. Because when a loved one is incarcerated, it's like a part of you is incarcerated with them. Even if you were not on the best of terms, sometimes people do feel like a part of them is gone right along with that person locked up behind Click Click City. Now, I do see where people are telling me that he got sentenced to 80 years, but I didn't see 80 years anywhere. I just saw the 60 years. With the breakdown. So I don't know, but either way it goes, that man is gone. Okay. And that's just showing you that in the blink of an eye, life can change for not only just you, but everyone around you. You know, I always say this, and I mean it. I hope that this family can find some type of healing. Healing doesn't always mean reconciling and being together. Healing means finding a peaceful way to coexist, even if it's you go this way, I go that way. So, I think the chaos and confusion, it's time for it to stop. Chastity needs to really sit down and stop and reevaluate her life, because when she was in Click Click City, she has said herself, the only person that was really there for her was Mookie and Chrisean. So all of this, whatever is going on, it needs to come to an end. Like, this sibling rivalry needs to stop. It's old, it's tired. And all it's going to do is get you continually drug across the internet. Who else did we talk about on here? Karletta, I'm so happy that you were able to go to your nephew's restaurant. It was beautiful to see you and your mom there. Papa Blue and Rebecca, keep going. We are here for all versions of the Mr. and Mrs. Porter show. Okay. Whether it be Papa Blue and Rebecca or Blueface and Chrisean. Chrisean, we are here for you. We are supportive of you. We know that you are going to be celebrating your birthday very soon. Media PI, we should get together and we should do something. But in the meantime, Chrisean, keep going, keep rising up, keep ignoring your boring ass haters and your ops as we continue to push on and wait for you to reappear. Many blessings to you and baby Chrisean Jesus. And to all of you who have been here with us through it all, we appreciate you for showing up continually for Media Showdown. We will see you again on Friday at 1 p.m. This evening, I'm supposed to go live with Hot Shots, but I think the topic is going to change because it is a different day. But I will still talk about the things that I said I was going to talk about. And we never talked about Rolly. So very quickly, I did do a video on Rolly and the Goals lawsuit when the Goals lawsuit first came out. If you go through the live video list, you will see it. And it is there. So if you are interested in finding out exactly what the lawsuit was all about, the video is there for y'all to watch. And we will see y'all in the next video. Be sure to have all of your notifications on for YouTube, and be sure that you have your notifications on for IG, because I will be going live in a little while on Hennessy Reviews, and we're going to discuss Sarah Stokes, aka Sarah Rivers, lawsuit against Diddy, and it is a long one. So I will see y'all there. Love is always love, y'all. High vibe to y'all week, and we are out of here. Peace, y'all.